Welcome everybody in here to Cracked Media's viewing and showcase of our Blightveil Alpha tournament. We are here getting ready for round one of the event. Should be in for, well, an early, still a fun day of Blightveil gaming here. Going to be the first official tournament here in the Alpha. There was, of course, the pre-Alpha tournaments and all of the stuff that came before now. But here in the tail end of this first Alpha test, we are here for our first Clash of Titans here at the Temple of Ta4, as we will wait to see which team takes home the crowning title. Currently, we have 7 teams signed up playing in the event, starting with a group of 4 and a group of 3. The top 2 from each group after a round robin will make their way into that top 4 double elimination bracket, where we will play BO3s until the BO5 grand finals to find out which team is going to be the champion of this Blightveil Alpha tournament and take home all of the bragging rights and special bonus unique rewards to just this event. So definitely going to be a fun game here. Blightveil, again, currently in alpha. If you are interested, be sure to hop over on the Steam store, give it a wish list, give it a browse, sign up for the playtest, and see if you can get in for the next one. But we're definitely going to be in for some fun gameplay with some best on best action. Starting things off in group number A, our first matchup of the event here on stream will be a Clown Fiesta versus Hardcore here. So we'll have to wait and see which of these teams are going to take it home here as we get into our first draft of the day. We are a 4v4 MOBA arena fighter with 7 characters currently in the game. Draft simply takes place at a pair pick system, so the first player for each team will pick, then the second player, then the third player, then the fourth players for each team. Duplicate heroes are not allowed on the same team, but seeing as there are only 7 characters, there are of course allowed to be mirror matchups across the teams. We'll just have to wait to see as we get into game here. Gonna have Fist on both teams. Cursed gonna be on this side as we're getting ready to get into the game here for our first matchup of the event, in for a fun one as we'll wait and see, make sure everything gets loaded up correctly, and of course always praying nothing goes poorly. Always nice to have an event go without any tournament crashes, so we'll at the very least hope that we can get off to a positive start here. As again, we do have for our side on the left here with the side of Zeke, Cassel, Piselka, and Garnesk going to be the side of Hardcore here for our matchup. On the right, iGorilla, Penumbra, Grego, and Meta going to be the Clown Fiesta side. So we'll have to wait and see how game one is going to go as we get things underway here. Again, brand new game, currently in the first alpha test as we get ready for our first tournament of the alpha phase of Blightveil. Gonna be in for a fun one here. Again, currently this game has 2 tanks, 2 melee fighters, then there is 1 ranged marksman character, 1 mage, and 1 healer. Worth noting, this is a very low time to kill game. Players take a very long time to die, so we are going to be seeing a Theta, the healer character, very likely on both teams for the entire day today, but we'll have to wait and see if that does hold true as we get ready to fight for our first objective of the event here in this middle of the map. Again, these 3 capture points lining from the top left to the bottom right of the map are going to be 2 very important sections of the map to contain here. As we do see for the moment, Cursed, Penumbra taking quite a bit of damage on the left, as well as Castle here, the Fist tank for this side of Hardcore. Nice knockup here, as we will see the first blood go down. Penumbra a bit aggressive on the Cursed here, can't get that healing in time. Castle picks up this first blood, and that will be the first true possession of this central point. Again, at the top of your screen there, you can see in both blue and red those counting markers from X to 200. Once you get to 200, which you get from possessing objectives and having these capture points, slowly gives you points over time. You go into an attacker phase, which deals some bonus damage to the enemy base, which we'll get to in a moment once we get to our first attacking phase, as well as giving you some nice bonuses. As we'll see a second fight coming out here. Penumbra trying to go aggressive once again. Meta backing away, trying to stay topped up on the HP. Again, an interesting thing with this game's HP. Once you drop below certain thresholds on your HP bar, you get turned into unrecoverable full health, and you have to go all the way back to your base. Zeke very low here, goes invuln for the moment, trying to bounce away on this Vayner. The only mage in the game currently is for this attacking side here. It'll be Selka going very aggressive on the Arthur right now. 1v4ing this backline. Gets knocked up by Gorilla's Fist here, backing away. Jump comes in, and it'll be a trade. Penumbra and Selka both going to go down as Zeke kiting back with the side of Cancel here, back to their base in safety. Is the bottom left here, Garnesk on the Afeta, trying to harass this buff here. Again, these buff points in the bottom left and top right of the map give the capturing players some bonuses, such as potentially healing or mana, which in this game is a very important resource. Basic abilities don't cost mana, but using either of the 2 runes or abilities very similar to something like a summoner spell in League of Legends will see it being very powerful abilities, as well as your ultimate costing a lot of extra runes and mana resources here. As we will see another fight coming out here, trying to fight over possession of this middle objective here. It'll be the side of Hardcore trying to engage Afeta, taking a bit of damage in the backline, and to be looking to back away for Garnesk. Arthur as well, trying to use some of this invul, and True Form comes out. That's going to be the ultimate for Cursed here, trying to stay aggressive here. It goes invul with a haste, trying to hold on as we'll back away. Again, currently Clown Fiesta still in possession of this middle objective as they get into an attacking phase here. You see that timer at the top of the screen, holding on as they try and get some extra pressure onto these base implements here. See Zeke trying to keep the pressure out. Some nice damage on it to Gorilla's Fist there. We'll back up here. Arthur looking to get away, has a death mark on him, so have to play pretty safe, worrying about some type of dive there. We'll back up here, trying to just get possession of this central point here. It will be for this side on this Zeke re-engaging. Worth noting, the boss currently spawned in here. You can see on this right side of the screen. The team to last hit it. The majority of the damage doesn't matter. The last hit only matters. Get a very nice siege implement. This boss will benefit them. We'll see who gets the kill, and it goes over to the side of Hardcore here, as that will begin beating on this building wall here. With the rest of the team going to look to try and help break some of this wall down with it here. Penumbra, for the damage being taken again here on the curse. Some nice support will keep him alive as the boss does go down, but they get about 1,000, about a third of the HP's wall, or the wall's HP down here. Worth noting for those potentially unfamiliar with the game of Blightveil. The game of Blightveil is completed when you take the enemy's base, which first consists of a 3,000 HP blue or red wall, which is those kind of trapezoidal shapes that we have on the left or right side. Additionally, after taking down that, there's a 10,000 HP turret that you will have to break down over time, which is as well where you head back to your base to heal. So definitely going to be interesting to see which team gets our first series win of the day in our best of 1 group stage. Selka here taking a bit of damage on the Arthur, trying to hold on, harassing this backline here, looking to secure this kill on the Clitch. That's going to be Gregu over here, this marksman character, as we will see on the top side of the map right now. Afeta, that's Garnesk, trying to run away, wants to stay alive pretty badly here, trying to heal themselves back up, but will go down. Gorilla gonna find that kill as he moves in. Penumbra takes down Zeke as well, so gonna be 2 players dead right now for this side of Hardcore. Clown Fiesta in a great spot to try and get this attacking phase, but if you look at the score right now at the top, 147 to a rapidly rising in mid-90s right now, so still gonna require a bit of a comeback to be the team that gets this next attacking phase. As we'll see in the top left of the map right now, it is gonna be repossessed on this objective B. So will it be nice right now for the moment? Hardcore going to try and make sure they can lock down this attacking phase, but that lead rapidly draining this middle point, going to become incredibly important with this next fight coming out for it. Gorilla jumping toward the back line, Silence is coming out, Vayner doing some extra damage here with the Vortex, and we'll see Selka trying to dive on the back line here alongside Castle's Fist, but again, this point needs to get turned very quickly here if the side of Hardcore are going to get this next attacking phase. It will be the Vayner ult coming out here, Invuln comes out, Selka able to take down the side of Penumbra, but that attacking phase is locked in here for the side of Clown Fiesta. They get 10% max HP on that tower here, as we'll see if they can break through that wall, or at least get a nice damage done into it here. As for the moment, it will be Gorilla holding on here, going for the knockup. Zeke able to stay safe with a quick dash here on his face. The middle point getting fought over right now. Would like to try and at least be in a good spot to fight for this next attacking phase, but we'll see it not going to be too impactful at the moment here. Tassel trying to hold on. Some knockups coming out here. Atheta able to set up. Link comes out, but we can't save him from that pull of the fist hook here on that right click with the spike shot. Zeke taking a lot of damage, trying to back away, but he will go down. Another kill for iGorilla here, currently sitting at 3, the most in the lobby with a pretty large margin here. Castle hook comes in. Again, the fist, definitely a very powerful tank here. Has a nice hook ability, some knockups, of course, a lot of sustain as well built in with the kit. So we'll have to see it with, they will get some turnaround here. Both teams, again, the only character that both teams are opting for. Hook comes out here, Gorilla keeping this pressure up, trying to stop any tempo with these buffs getting grabbed by the side of Hardcore. We'll see Cassell here pushing back up. They're going to be fighting for this middle point as the next phase begins, trying to score toward that 200. Boss comes up as well here at the 7th minute, so definitely going to be an important objective to try and keep an eye on. And so this side of Hardcore going to be grouping up here, trying to capture both the A and the B point in the middle and top left of the map here. But the boss, 1200 HP. It looks like Cassell thinking about trying to steal it. Jumps in, slams down. Can they steal it? They cannot. Goes over to the side of Clown Fiesta. Now have a nice tempo to try and get some extra points here. They already have the lead in this phase for the attacking, as we'll see if they can lock down that 200. True Form comes out here. The Curse going to go into that ult once again, trying to stay pressured on this Vayner. Taking a lot of damage here, jumping back in, trying to back away here as it will be a stance coming out. Trying to parry right now for the Arthur, and he finds the kill with the ult here. Nice heat wave. He will get that Hellfire kill. Regu here on the clicks right now, trying to kite around, keeping the damage pretty high. Piselka, though, able to get back into the base. As you can see, that wall right now at about 1200 HP would definitely be nice to be able to take it down with this boss, but they're just going to back away here. They want to go clear that middle point, get possession of it back, and to work on getting to that 200-point marker. Again, the attack phase is very important to try and keep the game's tempo in your favor. Right now, Clown Fiesta have done a nice job securing all of them in the past, most of them in the past, so we'll see if they can hold on here. Down just a few points right now in the middle point. Going to be pretty integral in seeing which team gets the attacking phase here. Some heals coming out here as it will be Clicks getting hooked in, able to get back with his space here. We will see the Vayner ult coming out. Lots of damage with that killer here as Clicks has to head back to his spawn room to try and heal a little bit before this fight continues. But look at the points here. That middle objective has never been cleared. So Hardcore potentially blundering here, fighting really aggressively as they try and get some kills, but they're actually going to lose this attacking phase here. See that tick at the top, it's going to hit 200 here, and that is the attack phase locked in here for Clown Fiesta once again. So again, potentially a little bit of a blunder. They're fighting a little bit too hard without having anybody clearing that middle objective possession, but regardless, not going to be the biggest punishment in the world here. Just one attacking phase, as we'll see if they can try and force some punishment here. We will get the knockup right now onto a Feta here. It's going to be Garnest piloting it for Hardcore. Able to back away with some invuln here on the flashlight dash, as we'll see Runa Spikes come out here, trying to help a little bit of sustain here for the clicks of Clown Fiesta, as we will have Gorilla. Going to get a hook on Garnest. Could be in danger here for the healer, but now True Form comes out for Penumbra, but it is not going to save him here, as now in the 4v3, Hardcore looking to bring the tempo. Despite being on the defense, they are looking to attack here. We'll see if the knockup here comes in. Silence comes out. Gregu could be in danger. The flip comes out from Mete, able to dash back with the info. Gorilla coming in from the side as well, but this wall could be in danger right now for the side of Clown Fiesta. 1500 HP right now on the wall and draining down again. Hardcore's wall only at 900 HP itself, but they're able to get the game pretty even right now, so definitely not in a bad spot. Also worth noting, XP, a very important thing in this game in terms of stat, in terms of abilities. You can see it to the left or right or on the outside of the HP bar of the base there. That 6 with the yellow light around it shows the team's current level, as well as the yellow bar showing their progress toward the next level. So a very even game right now, both in terms of base HP and in terms of the experience. But we'll see for the moment here, Piselka trying to go aggressive on this Arthur once again right now on a 1 killing streak right now. You stack bonus XP buffs as you get more and more of a killing streak, so definitely important to keep alive and stay alive if you have kills, such as iGorilla right now on a 3 killing streak there, shown by the 3X on the player icon. You see though this bottom right point getting grabbed. It's a triple cap right now for the side of Hardcore. They are dominating right now. Vayner ult comes out. It's going to get a kill on Penumbra, and now we are in danger here for the side of Clown Fiesta here. Gregu going to go down as well. Castle moved on to a double 3 here. iGorilla has to sprint back to his base. He does get pulled out of it, but we'll be able to find his safety here as the wall goes down. The gates are open, and now again you see here this next tower, pretty large attack range, has 10,000 HP at the moment. Very tanky to kill, takes a while. But once you take that down, the game is over. You have won. Attack phase comes out. It takes 10% max HP damage, so it'll jump down to 8,400 here. As again, does skill slowly over time, but the game has turned around for Hardcore here. The boss spawns up, and with some players still not quite back to the fight here, could be in a bit of a problematic position right now for the side of Clan Fiesta. 2k HP on the boss. Penumbra trying to go in here, able to use that shadow to get back to safety. 900 HP on the boss. Again, last hit, all that matters here. We'll see who gets it, and it does go to Clan Fiesta. They're able to secure it here on this very nice steal play. The boss is not the tankiest right now. It will die out before it can get any damage, but not having that boss against you is a very nice bonus here, considering the position Clan Fiesta are in. As we get a swap here, Meta on the Afeta could be in a bit of danger. iGorilla taking quite a bit of damage as well right now. Again, that non-recoverable HP bar going to be in a pretty rough spot at this exact moment as Arthur trying to hold on here. It'll be iGorilla taking down that Arthur, but it will be traded out for Penumbra here, so both fighters are going to go down. Hook comes out here, Stance comes out for Gregu, able to try and tie it backwards here. Again, 12.5 minutes into this game. We'll see the knockup here, that shockwave from the fist coming out here for the side of Hardcore. Meta on that Afeta trying to frontline with the heals. Ult comes down. Everybody on the team invuln and healing while they are inside of that range. Meta trying to back away here on this. He's holding on for the team, trying to keep everybody maxed out on the HP. Vortex comes down, trying to keep this drain on for the Vayner here. Very strong character, one of the higher DPS characters, especially for a ranged character here in that Vayner, currently being piloted by Zeke. But now the reset here, Curse doing quite a good bit of pressure right now for Penumbra here off the respawn. Unfortunately, Gregu on that click still dead right now, trying to recover 20 seconds till they're back on their feet, but still have a player not in the fight quite yet for the side of Hardcore. Zeke can get pulled in, Invul comes out, but he's going to get jumped on here. Could be a bit dangerous right now, despite being down a player. Pull comes back in though. Penumbra could just go down now, not able to get that panic off in time as iGorilla trying to back away, running back to their spawn. It will be the pull back in here. The ultimate from Arthur, going to get some really nice value. Will be iGorilla going down. His 4 kill streak is ended. Celta here about half HP, some non-recoverable health, putting him in a rough spot. Zeke in the area, as it will be the tank here, trying to get some bonus damage. It is worth noting that these towers do also have unrecoverable health on them. You can see some of those HP thresholds whenever it's in view, but for the moment, 2 players dead here, and the attack phase almost guaranteed to go to the side of Hardcore with how aggressively they lead. So they're just going to float around, get some of these buff points in the top left, or top right or bottom left here, as they will secure the middle and get that next attack phase underway. Hardcore in a great possession here for game 1 of their group. Again, 4 teams in the group that they sit in here with Hardcore and Clan Fiesta. Top 2 move on after the round robin, so we'll have to wait and see if they will be able to win that second game, secure themselves a spot in the top 4 bracket here. Definitely looks very possible here. A 4-player cursed panic comes out here. Nice find by Penumbra, but it won't be punished too hard here. Just some nice damage on the Arthur here. Zeke trying to hold on. Castle jumping back in here, trying to get the slam down, as we'll get the invuln backwards for Gregu here, trying to use that parry to great effect here, as it will be Penumbra trying to focus on Zeke right now in the back line. A lot of damage, but some nice peel will help Zeke get out of this sticky spot. 20 seconds left on the attack phase. Worth noting, the boss going to be respawning here in just about 15 seconds, so definitely in a bit of a concerning spot right now for Clan Fiesta, as Hardcore continue knocking on the doors here. Meta backing away, will link this next revealing on iGorilla, pulls back into tower here, looking to keep the pressure up wherever they can, but again, they still are trying to work through that wall on the other side, so really a rough spot right now for Clan Fiesta, as the boss will spawn here, locked onto Garnesk at the moment here, chasing toward that spawn. It will flip back over to Gregu, as they are looking to kite it backwards. Penumbra trying to just hold the front line here, as again we enter the next point phase here. We'll see the middle objective secured here by Penumbra, trying to get it. Arthur actually going to cancel it at the last second here, but there we go. Does capture in the middle of the fight here. Penumbra would love to just get out now, trying to go to invuln here with that R, and backing away here. Link comes out here. We will be able to flip for a Theta. Mirage comes out. We do get back to safety here, as the boss, 400 HP, is going to be secured by Clan Fiesta, so it's about as good of a moment as they possibly could have hoped for there in the short term, but we'll have to wait and see as we move on to the other side of the map here. A couple hundred more HP on this gate. The boss should be able to break it down here. 2 more hits to go. The gate will be cracked open, so Clown Fiesta able to get this game to a bit of a playable position here. They're in a good pace right now to get this next attacking phase as well, so they're going to be onto a nice start in terms of trying to damage this base here. We'll see Gorilla taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to get blown up here. Zeke doing a lot of damage right now. Fear comes out. Dark Mirage trying to back away right now for the side of Penumbra, but he's just going to get chased down. He'll get finished off. Castle moves up to a 5 kill streak here, and now in a 2 versus 4, this could be really dangerous for Clown Fiesta here, likely facing a lot of objective damage here on the base. Only at 5,600 HP right now. If Gregu gets finished off here, you're looking at a healer versus the world to try and stop this base destruction here. Blink comes through. They're going to try and take down Netta here. Ult comes out. A lot of damage coming in here. 2,600 HP, 2k HP. This is dangerous here for Clown Fiesta. Fist going to respawn, but I'm not sure what he can do with only a few seconds. 200 HP. And that will mark the win here for Hardcore. 6 kills for Cassell, 5 for Zeke, 3 for Selka here. Very nicely rounding out this first game of the group stage for them. Clown Fiesta looked great at the start of the game, and they still had a nice fight or two there at the end, but it is going to go over to the side of Hardcore for game number 1 in our first round of the group stage. We're going to send things back over to a break here as we wait for the rest of our games to finish up their first go. We'll be back hopefully before too long here with our second round of the groups. Alrighty, we are back here for our second round of the group stage with whatever going up against Hardcore here. So following Hardcore on their path ahead here, they're playing against whatever here, who did lose their first matchup as well on that side. So High Latency took the game over whatever, and now it'll be Hardcore after taking down this first game. We'll be ready to go here. As we'll see the character selection come out here. We're going to have this same composition coming out here for this side of Hardcore. On the other side, some interesting choices being made here. In general, with this game, we've seen typically each team taking a tank, a fighter, the healer, a Feta, and then either one character between the mage, Vayner, or the marksman in the side of Clicks, but it's going to be a hyper carry here for the side of Clicks right now for this side of whatever, as they go for both tanks in the terms of Fist and Brotimir. So definitely going to be interesting to see. They have no fighter, whereas last game we saw the Arthur and the Cursed. This time we'll see Arthur on his lonesome in that category, with one more time being pretty much the sole DPS here for the side of whatever. Definitely going to be interesting to see. Again, going 0-2 could potentially put you in a very, very dangerous spot in terms of making it through that group stage. So while it doesn't, I believe, immediately disqualify whatever from losing this game without knowing results of the other matchup in the group, it's definitely not a good matchup to lose, as if it ends up being a simple bracket, we'll have a 3-0 and a 2-1 making it through. So definitely could be a bit dangerous here if whatever aren't able to make their way back and strike through the win in this next matchup. But we'll wait and see here as everybody gets both their runes and their talents available, locked in, and ready to go here. Again, currently in the group, Hardcore and High Latency sit at 1-0, whatever and Clown Fiesta sit at 0-1. Additionally, for what it's worth, in Group B, our group of 3, Pivo currently took the round 1 win against Conquest team, so they are in a good position to make it unless all 3 teams go 1-1 in that group. Blightveil currently waiting to play against Conquest team in round number 2 in that second group, so we'll wait and see as we get things ready to go here. Both teams running with the Fist, both teams running with the Afeta. The side of Hardcore have brought Vayner and Arthur back to the game. The opposition playing Brotimir and Clicks. We'll have to wait and see how it goes here as we get ready for our 3v3 in the middle of the map, while both teams possess their side objective. Hook comes in, some early damage here being done on the Vayner, able to back away, healed back up, didn't lose much max HP there, so not too big of a problem here. Nice invuln there off of the Brotimir jump here. Vortex comes down under him, as we'll see it. Lazuli here holding on the side of this Fist, doing some good damage. Garnesk here in risk of losing quite a bit of HP. Castle as well doing a lot here on the one more time. That's the hyper carry for this side on the Clicks here, as actually, well, he might just go down here on the bottom. Castle goes down. Lepsla going to be able to take the first blood here, as we will see a nice opening to the game for them. But despite getting that first blood, they're actually going to lose possession of this middle objective with so many players missing so much non-recoverable HP. So middle objective secured now, as we will see those points taking up much quicker than the opposition here. It's a nice start to the game for Hardcore here, despite losing the first blood. Squallow going to lead the charge here on the Bronzemir. Taunt comes in. We'll get some nice damage here on the start, but Castle able to go into some invuln here on the Fist, able to block away a nice bit of damage here. Frenzy comes out here. We're going to get the ult coming down here for Vayner, doing some nice damage, but didn't have too much CC connected to it, so we'll be able to get out of it before anybody truly goes down to it here. We'll see the first kill here. Zeke going to get it onto Squallow here. Now they're chasing Lepsla down on the side here. Should go down unless Afeta can get something. Zeke double kill. Arthur trying to stay in here, gets the silence onto Afeta here as they back out. Buff gonna get grabbed in the top right here, and again Hardcore on a great start to this setup here, as we'll just hold on here, getting things ready to go here in the bottom right there. You see that objective getting taken away, so while the middle fight is definitely going to favor this side of the whatever team right now, they're losing out here. The attack phase is going to be underway here at this point, though. With the attack phase starting, these objectives won't matter as much here for the moment, so just need to get back into this fight here. As Castle gonna hold on here. Unity gonna swamp a few players around here, but Castle, nice CC control here, as we will see Garnesk trying to heal themselves back up here. Gonna get some recoverable HP lost here, though. Ult comes down, Invuln comes out, healing everybody back up a bit in the midfield right now for the side of Garnesk. Castle diving onto the backside here one more time. Again, gonna be in a bit of danger here on this Clicks. Very, very low HP, and he dies out down. It will be the Arthur wave. Double kill comes out as he grabs Tropos as well, and Hardcore completely dominating right now. Toss comes in here, not going to get that execution onto Lepsla, trying to hold on here. Link swap comes out, and we will get Squallow as well. Piselka finds that kill on the Arthur, and Hardcore are dominating right now. The gate is broken here, only 2.5 minutes in. Last game, we didn't see those gates going down for quite a bit here, but again, if one team is just by far playing better, executing their fights cleaner, they can win very, very quickly here in the game of Blightveil. Time to kill is pretty low, but again, if you're playing better, obviously you're going to be favored. Clicks in a bit of danger here. Perry comes out, able to hold on here, but he will get executed out. Zeke finds another kill. 2-kill streak for him. Arthur holds the same. Squallow trying to hold on here. Still about half HP right now on the Bratimir. Spiritual comes out, gets the taunt onto Cassell, but will be able to back away here on the Fist. Enlightenment comes out here. Lepsla trying to hold on here as they will chase forward. Hook will land here onto the side of Afeta here. Garnesk trying to get back to safety as the boss spawns in, harassing Zeke here on the back side. Worth noting, we have begun the next point phase here. Middle objective already secured for the side of Hardcore here, but they haven't actually gotten their top left point yet, so not actually getting the full value out of some of these points here. Middle point will be turned. Nobody going for either of these two corner points yet, with the boss alive right now. 2500 HP. Garnesk gonna get pulled in here by the Fist Spike shot. Trying to hold on. 1800 boss HP. Again, the only thing that matters is the last one damage, so all of the damage so far doesn't matter who deals it. Just this last hit. Vayner ult comes down. Who will get the kill? And it goes to Hardcore here. The lead just continues here, growing in their favor. Tropos on the Afeta in danger. They'll get executed. Cassel finds that kill. There's no gate to save your players anymore. Squallow gonna get chased out. It will be one more time going down first, though. Squallow trying to hold on. Lepsla as well. Both tanks right now for this side. This could be dangerous. We could be seeing a sub 5-minute game here in what would be our fastest game so far. Only out of 2, but still a very respectable, quick game here for potentially Hardcore. Hook comes out here. Respawn comes in. Afeta gonna come up, but Selka able to find the kill on Lepsla in time here. 6500 HP on the base here. Squallow gonna come out with that ult. Finds a double stun with the Cow of Zerka, as we will see a Stasis holding on here. 5400 HP on the base right now, and it is just continuing to tick down. 4800 is Arthur trying to hold on, backing up for the moment here. Selka taking a bit of damage. Afeta holds them back up. Squallow gonna go down on the Bratimir here. 4300 base HP. One more time trying to hold on. Stun knocks up here. Will be Selka taking down Tropos. Now you have no healer. This is dangerous here. One more time as well. Trying to kite it out here on the Clicks here. They do lose out on their boss finally. Pull comes in. Afeta could be in danger. Spiritual Unity comes out. Now they're going to take down one more time. A bit too aggressive looking for the Afeta here. Hook comes out. Lepsla going to get pulled in here, and he should get executed here. We'll see if they can finish him off here. Trying to chase him down as Bratimir respawns. That's going to be Squallow. They're just chasing Lepsla down here. Attack phase comes out. 1900 HP here. Whereas on the other side, that gate still sits sitting at 2942 HP, so absolute domination by Hardcore right now as they try and walk their way into the playoff stage, getting 2-0. Again, 2-0 in the group stage guarantees your ticket into that next phase of the event here, as we will have Piselka here trying to dive back in on Arthur here, going to be the danger here on the clicks once again, and the hyper carry, the only main DPS on this roster, goes down once again. Currently 0 kills and 5 deaths, as well as see the continued damage trying to face on here. This spike shot gonna pull Swallow out of the base here. Brazimir in a bit of danger. Arthur trying to keep the DPS up. Involves will come out though. Vortex gonna hold on. 1600 base HP right now, and they don't even hate just hitting the base right now. 800, 700, 400, and they click the base down. 6 minutes 10 seconds in. They don't need the fight. They just go for the base, and they will give game number 2 of the group stage a very swift ending here. Well played by Hardcore here. 5 kills for Zeke, 6 kills for Piselka here, definitely putting themselves as a potential early favorite here for the event, qualifying themselves for the playoff already with a 2-0 record. Again, a very capable team. Still have another game in the group stage against the other side of High Latency. We'll see who ends up taking that for the first spot in the group. In the next round, though, obviously, hopefully, we'll be able to see a matchup from that other group with Goatvale and Pivo playing in round 3, but we'll have to wait and see as we send things back over to a break. We'll be back with round 3 here in a bit. Welcome back, everybody, here as we prepare ourselves for round number 3 of this group stage here. We are moving down to our second group here, our group of 3, to see the side of PIVO or Pivo going up against the side of Goatvale here. Going to be an interesting game, especially considering both of these rosters took down Conquest in their group. So both of these teams have actually already qualified for the playoff stage, but we have yet to determine who is going to be that 1 seed and who is going to be that 2 seed coming out of Group B, as it does give you a better matchup into either the winner of this matchup will face the 2 seed from Group 1, and the, of course, opposite will take the opposite. So we'll wait and see here. It'll be interesting. Again, worth noting right now on the other side of the bracket, Hardcore currently sit at 2-0. Clown Fiesta and High Latency both sit at 1-1, and Whatever currently sit at 0-2. So either Clown Fiesta will take down Whatever, they will qualify through group at a 4-2-1, or Whatever take that match down against Clown Fiesta. Hardcore will take down High Latency, and we'll have a 3-way tie at 1-1 or 1-2. We'll wait and see exactly what happens if that happens. But before we can worry about that, we are worried about the first place matchup in group number B. When I was originally playing Blightveil for the first time, I asked a few people in the community who they would consider the faker of the game, the greatest of all time, you know, the GOAT of Blightveil, and interestingly, they gave me the answer of Zaith, currently the Afeta here for the side of Goatvale, appropriately named. So we'll wait and see how it goes here in terms of the draft. Not going to see too much surprising here for the side of Goatvale on the red team. They're playing Fist, Afeta, Vayner, and Cursed. On the opposition side, it will be Brazimir, so the first composition we've seen without Fist. They're also playing Arthur, Vayner, and an Afeta of their own. Again, expecting basically every team with time in the game to have this Afeta on their team. Very, very, very capable character. We'll just need them to play the game with their healing abilities. Just feels horrible to play without one against one. So we'll wait and see here as we get ready for our final matchup of this group stage here. Then again, we move into a double elimination best of 3 bracket with a grand final BO5 to culminate our best team of the Blightveil Alpha. We'll wait and see here. Still waiting on just Zaith, I believe, to unlock in his runes and talents here as we get ready for the game. Again, should have the grasp on everything here after seeing a few rounds in the group stage. Again, this early fight over this middle objective definitely very important to getting your team some tempo, but doesn't by any means decide the game. As we get things ready to go, we'll have this side of Curse moving down. Their side objective are the same. Fighters getting to the other side objective. Not too surprising here as Brazimir getting their stage early. A little bit of damage to come out here. Forced to run in. Comes out. Nice set up here to try and nice early damage onto the enemy tank here. The Classy Penguin trying to move himself backwards to a safe spot. That's going to heal up most of that HP to get him unrecoverable, but is what it is. Going to come out here. It will be the Vayner backing away here. They setting up some position here on the back line here. Tiloma gonna push in here, taking quite a bit of damage on the Earth here. Could go down tomorrow. The damage will comes out. Arthur able to dash away. Cursed as well. Sheepa trying to find himself back in here. Tiloma gonna get taunted in here. Gonna be forced to pull it forward. A lot of missing HP here for the side of Blightveil, and they're gonna make the call. We don't need to fight right now. Back up, heal in the tower, get that non-recoverable HP back. Whereas the opponents, if they stay out of base, they will lose quite a bit as they don't have it. But Amaral and Sheepa, the two players missing most of their HP, will head back, heal themselves up. Whereas Vartautka and the side of Solar both gonna stay pretty healthy in terms of recoverable HP. So don't need to make that trip as we get the next fight coming up here. It'll be a lot of early damage here as we get Amaro going down. The first blood of the game. Tiloma gonna find that kill for the side of Blightveil here, and now they are gonna take this tempo forward here. Middle point captured here, and now they're gonna try and force them back into spawn here. Brathimir trying to hold on for the moment. Tiloma gonna go into that haste here in the curse, moving up to the top left objective. And again, it's a very close game in terms of points, but with 2 points right now and pushing a third, Blightveil could be in a great spot to try and force this first attacking phase. They officially take the lead now, 130 to 125 here, as Bloom gonna be taking a lot of damage here, trying to back away right now on the Vayner here. Brathimir jumping in, Sheepa trying to chase him down here. Taunt comes out onto the Vayner right now. Bloom backing away for the moment here. Invul nicely done here by this support, able to keep people alive, but Bloom finally goes down. Amaral's Arthur chasing them down, trying to get the kill on Cursed here. Tiloma, Panic comes through. Nice safety play here, as we do see in the middle of the map here. Flappy Penguin gonna get panicked his way from mid, trying to just hold on here. If they can hold this middle point, they'll get the first attacking phase. You need to shut that point down right now if you are this side. It will be Valtyrka taking down Flappy Penguin, and can they get this bottom right objective? If it flips in time, they can stop this attack phase from coming through. Bloom needs to get on the point to stop it from being deflipped, as the attack phase is secured on the other side. 200 to 198. It cannot get closer, but it goes over to this side of Pivo here, as we'll have to wait and see how hard they're going to be able to punish on this next attacking phase. Bloom picks up the zone here. 40 seconds on this attacking phase. Tiloma holding on here. They're going to try and flip the midpoint. Why not here? Get some possession back over it here, as we'll see for the moment here. Zaith running out some damage right now. We'll see Solar up on the top side here. Tiloma going to find them jumping in here on the Cursed, but not going to actually have too much immediate damage here onto Solar's Vaynor, as it will see Flappy Penguin holding on here. Does get knocked up, going to take a bit of damage here, but has his own projectile blocking here to keep himself safe. True Form comes out. Ultimate of that Cursed, trying to keep the damage very high right now. Panic some toward their spawn. Flip comes out here. Could be in a bit of danger actually here for the side of Cursed. Is in the middle of the map. Flappy Penguin, Sheepa fighting over the boss right now, but we'll see for the moment on the top of it. It will be Tiloma trying to get away on this Cursed. In a lot of danger here has been, but able to stay on their feet. The healing keeping them alive. 3,400 HP on the boss as well, as we will secure the boss back towards the gate here for the side of Blightveil. 2k HP, 1600 again. Only matters who gets the last hit. It'll be the jump in. Vayner gonna drop the ult down, and the kill goes over to the side of Pivo. A great steal comes in. Zaith gonna go down. It's a double kill for Solar alongside the Flappy Penguin person here, as we'll get Bloom backing away here. Goes down through the gate. A triple kill for Solar here, and that gate is good as gone here. A nice go for Pivo, as they will break their way on here. They want to try and get some recoverable HP lost on this base here. 7,500, 7k now. A lot of damage here off of just the one boss here. It is a great look right now for Pivo. Blightveil have had some nice fights, but at the end of the day, they're all turning toward the side of Pivo, who end up doing about 3k damage in terms of non-recoverables. So it's a really, really nice start here in that first boss and that first attack phase for the side of Pivo. We do see this next attack phase currently 140 to 0, so definitely a rough angle right now for the side of Blightveil. They need to basically lock these objectives out, or they will be doomed in terms of the points here, as we will have the fight in the top left here. Bloom trying to back away. Runes of Guardian's going to come out to try and stall for a bit. Spiritual Link coming in as well from this Afeta. And we'll see the points here about 170 to 30. They have 2 of the points, but it just won't matter. It'll be the attack phase here picked up for Pivo, unless something crazy happens for a triple lockout. But we'll see Amaral holding on here on this Arthur, getting some nice pressure. Has to back away, though. Not the healthiest of all time right now, but a spin dancing as Tiloma trying to back away as well. Vayner ult comes out, and it gets the kill. Vaterka actually finds the tag on the side of Flappy Penguin. Zaith gonna get chased down. Another kill for Solar right now, a 3 killing streak at the moment. 4 actually. 4 and 0 with 3 assists here. The chase is down. Solar kills down Bloom. Now we're looking at the Cursed here, trying to take down Tiloma here, but unfortunately for Tiloma, that they don't have to fight him. They're happy to just hit the base here. They will get the kill here, as it just helps to have. Is actually Taloma able to find a kill and stay alive here. Will it be Flappy Penguin holding on here? Taloma actually able to stay alive here. I'm shocked he stays on his feet here. Spike shot pulls in. Zaith finds the kill on Solar. The kill streak ended. Arthur trying to find a play on the backside of the map here. Cursed holding on. Mirage comes out here, and Taloma actually going to try and force the kill onto Amaro. Gets it here, and now Vaterka going to be in a lot of danger here on the Atheta. Double kill for Talom, as he argued that they probably don't lose the game there if they can't get it, but it's a really nice play here from the Cursed. We'll be able to back up here. We're missing a lot of non-recoverable HP, so wouldn't hate to see them take this gate and then back away, capture some of those objectives as they peel back to safety, but obviously that'll be up to them, see exactly which way they are going to try and take a couple of these positioning moves, as we'll hold on for the moment here. We'll have this middle point and bottom right point taken by Blightveil. Again, though, they still aren't in the lead right now by any means. They're at 3,500 HP on that base. They'll heal up to maybe 4,000 with the recoverable HP, so not too great of a position right now for Blightveil, but they're in a much better spot than they were just moments ago before that gate crashed on the left side, so we'll see what happens here. Solar actually going to get the pulled in here. Nice hook from that spiked shot of Fist here, walking through the vortex on the taunt. Rune of Guardians comes out here, trying to hold on here. As again, you had a Marl trying to split the bottom right objective point, but has to run back to try and get into this fight here. Arthur doing a good bit of damage on the left. Perry comes out here, holding on here, but he's taking a lot of damage. Rune of Guardians going to come out for himself. Stun comes up. Haste as well, though, just backing away right now for the side of Amaral, as it will be Cursed. True Form comes out here. Ult comes down, pops that Haste, gets back to safety here. Going to reflip that middle point, currently 100-60 in favor of Pivo on terms of this attack phase, as Deathmark comes down, going to be able to hold on. Triple Cow of Zerka, though, able to hold on here. Triple Silence comes out from this Vortex as well, trying to force this really nice fight right now. Taloma fighting at shreds of HP again here, has been so consistent the lower his HP is, truthfully, as we'll see the kill come through. Solar, a shred of HP, surely he will go down here. Ult comes out from the Vayne, or Taloma going to find that kill. A double kill for him onto Vaterka. Vatamir trying to get away. A triple kill for Taloma. The Cursed playing insane right now. Afeta going to drop the ult here as Amaral's Arthur tries to back away. Spike shot comes out, going to get knocked up. Rune of Guardians comes out. Haste trying to back away, but he goes down. 10 seconds on the soonest spawn here. Another 5. 6k HP here. They're trying to pressure this as aggressively as they can. They get that down. It's a very close game now. 5,600. They'll heal up to maybe 6k on that base HP versus currently at 4,170 for this opposition side. We will see the objectives not actually getting taken. We aren't on an attack mode yet, so they're going to give this attack phase. They don't care about the attack phase. They want the boss. They pull them all the way back over to their spawn. They're going straight to the wall here. They're trying to get in range to steal it, but just a bit too slow to try and get in that range. So the boss is going to be secured here in exchange for the attack phase. So there is going to be a lot of pressure here, down to 2,500 HP. And while the boss is dangerous on the left side of the map here, their base could just be ended on. They're just trying to try and base race the boss. 1,200 HP here, trying to dive onto it. 900 HP. Flappy Penguin goes down, and despite the boss, it will be the win here, as it's giving us a visual that red team won, but not necessarily how I recall that playing out, as we do have a great game from Pivo here to pick up the sweep on the group here, going undefeated. 2-0 if you count the bye, 3-0. Well played by them. They secure first seed in the group, where they will go on to play somebody in a moment here. We'll have to wait and see, as we do have an update from the other group. Hardcore actually going to get upset here for their first loss of the bracket. So High Latency and Hardcore both 2-1 at the moment. If Clown Fiesta take down whatever, we will have 3 teams at 2-1. So potentially going to be in a tiebreaker situation here. Not too sure what the ruling is going to be in terms of that tiebreaker for what we're going to do to resolve it, but we're going to send things back over to a break here. We'll be back soon. Welcome back, everybody. Apologies for the delay. We had to let the rest of round 3 complete and then get our bracket made and set up, but we are here in winners semifinals. Again, this is a double elimination bracket, so we do have our winners semifinals. Then we'll move on to winners finals, losers finals, then head into our grand final. But to start things off here, we have our winners semis here. 2 teams are going to be facing each other in both of our winners of semis matchups. The matchup we'll be streaming is Pivo and Clown Fiesta. the first seed of Group B and the second seed of Group A. On the other side, it will be Hardcore versus Blightveil. Oh, obviously, congratulations to all 4 teams for making their way into the playoffs. And obviously, we do appreciate and respect the participation of High Latency, whatever, and Conquest on their efforts. High Latency as well, able to win a game. Unfortunately, just didn't make it through the groups into that top 2. But we get in here and we see our draft come through. It'll be the same comps we've seen from the teams here. We'll have Curse, Afeta, Clicks, Fist going up against Bra, Vaynor, Arthur, and Afeta here. So interestingly, actually getting all 7 unique characters here with, of course, both teams running the Afeta here. So definitely going to be interesting to see here as we'll wait and see which set of tank, melee, and damage works out better here. Again, it's worth noting Pivo went undefeated in Group B, taking down Blightveil as well. Very, very strong team, very back and forth. It made a few minor damage plays at the end, but regardless, Pivo very strong in that B group. Clanfias were able to take down both whatever High Latency in their trip to the playoffs here. So, well played to them. We'll see who ends up taking here. Pivo going to be on the left, of course, with the side of Clanfias on the right. So we'll get into game. We'll give the teams a moment to collect their talents and their runes, and then we will be underway here for our winners semifinals. Again, these are best of 3, so first to 2 here in terms of how long it will take to win out our games. So again, keep that in mind. We will be playing at least 2 games before we have our team in the winners finals. So we'll have to wait and see which team will be able to get the value and move themselves on. As we do have everybody locked in, ready to go here. We will see who's able to take fight number 1 for this middle objective, as we will have, as per usual, our fighters heading to the side corners to get those first objectives. It will be the side of Clan Fiesta getting first aggression onto the objective. Can't quite secure it yet. Vortex going to harass it a little bit here on the side of Vaynor here with that exile. As we'll see it backing away here will be Amarl's Arthur diving in really aggressively right now. Piercing lunge, a lot of damage coming through here, as we will have the side of Fist holding on. Spike shot comes out here, gets the hook onto Solar here. A lot of damage coming out here. Objective is captured in the middle as well, but Solar 1 HP here. Penumbra chasing heavily here, trying to get the panic here. Vaynor able to stay alive. Haze comes through. Solar takes down first blood to iGorilla's Fist here, as they will be able to secure that kill. Marl though diving onto Meta here. Afeta holding on here, trying to stay alive, keep Gorgor up on their feet as well. Penumbra trying to flip the middle point. Will be Verka able trying to hold on here, stalling this middle point out, and Marl backing away here. Fist knockup comes through, able to back away here. Afeta trying to swap spots. Meta trying to stay alive. 1 HP right now on this Arthur. Almost going to go down here. Barrier comes through. Slow comes through. Gorilla double now on for a standing out here, as we'll see him regress the middle here. 100 points to 90 points right now. A small lead in favor of this left side of Pivo in terms of the attack phase, but Clan Fiesta on a nice start right now with the only 2 kills in the game, both going to iGorilla's Fist here. Meta going to back away here. Some non-recoverable HP looking to get cleansed out. But right now, despite having the 2 kills, it's actually a disadvantage in score for the side of Clan Fiesta. Buff going to get grabbed up here. That'll be an HP buff. Get some nice recovery here. Vaterka going to be the main beneficiary of that, as the middle point can get harassed a little bit. Parry comes out. A lot of damage going to get taken by Grego. It will heal up quite a bit, but some non-recoverable. Going to head back to base to top himself off here for safety. Doesn't see a reason not to, but regardless, this attack phase is going to come through 190 to 140 right now, as we will get that proc in a moment here in the middle of the fight here. It's a really good timing right now for the side of Pivo here. Again, when you get that attack phase, you take 10%, but the enemy team takes 10% more damage, so really nice bonus for them trying to fight this out here. Penumbra trying to hold the front line here, trying to back away for the moment here. Haste comes through here with this Curse Dark Mirage, trying to get that invuln and that haste, as we'll back away here. Vaynor ult gonna miss pretty wide. Rune of Guardians coming out here. Penumbra trying to hide. Bratimir gonna jump on over to him, as Penumbra trying to back himself to safety here. Mirage will get him back into the base here, but again, we're gonna get the points flipped out here. 30 seconds left on the attacking phase. Would love to try and see some damage getting dealt here. Again, that boss gonna spawn up here in about 20 seconds at the end of this phase, so definitely would like to have some aggression here for the side of Pivo after getting that first attack phase, but truthfully, aside from the 10% HP onto the tower here, not gonna get that much value out of that attack phase. Penumbra holding on here, trying to get past back with this Dark Mirage here. Hook comes out from Fist. He's just going to commit to the attack here. Attack phase officially ends. That debuff is gone. Brothermere going to slam back down. The boss does spawn. Locked onto Amaral. The Arthur going to do some nice early damage here as Gorilla looking to back over, trying to get to Afeta here to heal back up. Withered Blood going to come out here. Hellfire holding on here, negating all of that incoming healing, but will be able to stay alive for iGorilla. But the problem is the boss now getting kidnapped away. They have possession of the middle objective. They actually don't have their top left one here, though. Would love to see Amaral maybe try and sneak that wall, clearing the boss, but we'll see if they are going to start here. Gregu going to pop that ult here, going to get a lot of this poison down. Strigon's Toxin bleeding away at Arthur, but he will be able to involve most of that damage as Sheepa going to clear out this top left. Who gets the boss, though? That's going to be a good question here. Last hit goes to the side of Fiesta here as they are looking to take their namesake in a chaotic fight here as they work on this base here. Solar taking a bit of damage. He's going to get finished off on the Vayner here. Deathmark comes out. Fetza taking quite a bit of damage, but we'll see the cow slam come through. Boss officially does die out as Penumbra looking to hold on here, taking a bit of damage. He'll get silenced up. Comes through as Vayner still dead for a moment here. As it will back away here. A and C objectives both currently held still by this side of Clown Fiesta, so definitely some nice value out of that boss take there, as they will be able to capture a large amount of points and get those bonuses, as we'll see. iGorilla backing away here, pretty low on that recoverable HP, so would love to take a trip to the base here. And considering the 160 to 80 lead and the fact that they have all three objectives, you would expect them to want to back away. Buff point going to get grabbed here, but again, there's no point even grabbing these objectives at this point. The attack phase secured. Recoverable HP get filled up in base, and now it's a minute on the clock for Clown Fiesta to get some value here. We'll see exactly what they get done here. Sword comes up, Deathmark comes down here. Gonna try and keep the pressure up, chaining onto Gregu here. Again, on that click, is going to be the main DPS for this team, but they do have the curse here to keep that DPS pressure. Penumbra diving the back line for them. Solar gonna take a bit of damage here. That's able to heal most of it up here. Silence comes through on the meta, but again, just keeping the damage pretty heavy here. Arthur gonna be the one in danger. Amaral trying to back away. A lot of her HP missing here. He'll back to his base to heal up. Brothermere Enlightenment slamming on it down with RMB. Confident leap in there. We'll see iGorilla backing away as well here, as he actually is working on Solar here, but a lot of damage. Zerker comes out. It's going to be an ult spam here for this side here. They have attacker phase against them, but 3 ultimates, I believe, with both the Cow of Zerka, the Vayner dropping the Revenge, and as well as Theta's Golden Dome. So some nice work there. Still secure that fight win as the phase comes to an end. Running pressing on all 3 objectives the second that phase timer starts. So a good piece of macro here as they try and hold on. Backing away here. Gorilla getting pulled back into the chain here. Not as well. Some healing comes through as it will be Bronzemere jumping in here. Gonna try and keep this tempo up here. We'll see the Bronzemere chasing as well. Buff point gonna get around. We'll just be the kite back right now for the side of Clown Fiesta. iGorilla holding on as well here. Sheepa looking at in. True Form comes out. That's going to be the ult from the Cursed here, trying to force it in, and it comes out here on a lot of damage to Sheepa, but with the Afeta so close, it's going to be very difficult to actually take down a tank as this fighter, but they can't kill Amaral on the recovery. Arthur maybe a little bit too aggressive there. Penumbra taking some extra damage here, a lot of missing max HP there, so they're going to head back to base, let the base heal up some of that recoverable, as the entirety of this Pivo side committing to the bottom right point here. Afeta going to commit out of base here around 30 HP. Max going to be heading into that middle point, but can't actually even flip it. So really, really dangerous right now to see here for this side of Clown Fiesta. Very likely going to have this attack phase coming against them, and with the boss spawn timer, this could be a lot of compounding danger here for the side of Clown Fiesta that could potentially cause the loss of this gate. Again, currently at around 2,000 HP to 2,400 HP in favor of Pivo on this gate health, but we'll have to see here as it will be Penumbra backing away here on the Curse. Fear comes out, will be the Revenge coming back down from Vayner here. A lot of damage raining in. Penumbra holding on as well here, diving back in. 3k HP on the boss right now. Friend comes out from Brothermere. Will be Penumbra very low on the HP right now, needs to get back to safety here. Feta can't keep him alive much longer. 1,600 HP on the boss here. Amaral really like to hide it to the left here. They're just going to commit to trying to kill it here. The thing comes down and they will secure it here for Pivo. Gregu trying to back away here. Would love to just keep hitting the boss here. Dashing back around, trying to keep that Toxin stacked up on this boss at all times. 20 seconds left on the attack phase as the gate comes crashing down. 700 HP on the boss will be executed out here. Penumbra trying to head back to base as well. They'd love to heal a little bit. Spike shot actually going to get a nice pull on the Brothamir, and Sheepa just gets executed. iGorilla finds the kill here at the end of the attack phase. Going to be able to get some immediate pressure here for this side of Clown Fiesta. Should be able to secure both middle and bottom right objectives immediately into the start of the phase. Already up 20-0 right now. Top left will be captured here for the opposition, though, so not going to be in too crazy of a lead. Just a very healthy spot right now as they look to hold this middle of objective down. Will be iGorilla backing away for the moment here. Some recoverable HP. Would love to be healed back up from Menta and Penumbra, as it looks like they're going to concede mid-possession for the moment to allow their teammates to heal some of that HP. Middle point does get deflipped. It's not going to be secured yet for this side, though, as there it goes. We'll get grabbed up now, as we'll see the aggression coming in here. iGorilla hook comes through. We'll get Brothamir here. Frenzy comes out as Penumbra trying to dive onto Vayner here in the backline. Obviously, very capable on this Cursed and loves aggressing this backline. Trying to keep the DPS focused on him. Jumps in, panics a few here. Brothamir going to hold on with the stun here. Arthur as well looking to hold on here. Panic looking at Feta here. The healer going to take some damage. Cal going to come through here as Vayner Revenge slams in here. A lot of damage coming out here. Penumbra going to drop his true form ult here. A lot of damage coming down onto Afeta. Comes out here with the haste, trying to back away to safety here. Looking to hold on. iGorilla and Penumbra both so low. Panic comes through. Trying to get back to that base here. They will get back to safety, but they're going to get triple capped here on these objectives. So it's a really healthy game position right now for Pivo at around 10 minutes in. Click's going to try and deflip the middle objective, but Sheepa will show up in time to stop it, and even if he does get the flip, shouldn't matter too much as they're still down 2-1 points. They're going to send the side of Penumbra to go capture that bottom right circle, but the attack phase is going to come through, so they're just going to give up on it there. They know that they can't stop that attack phase coming through. But we do hit the 10-minute mark. Stage of Destruction does begin here. Try and speed up the game a little bit as the attack phase begins here. This could be the last fight right now. 10% more damage being taken by the side of Clown Fiesta. At the aid of that attack phase, Penumbra taking some damage on the back line. 3 players targeting onto him, but iGorilla able to find the kill on Amarl's Arthur here. Gonna go down very early in this fight. Gregu backing away about half HP right now. Some more to be healed by the Afeta. Holy Frenzy for the side of Sheepa as he's gonna keep kiting forward here. Will be the jump in. Brothamir trying to hold on here. Flea comes out. Double chain comes in though, as it will be the Penumbra's Cursed here. Trying to stabilize here, as it will be actually really low HP right now. Sheepa doesn't get that parry. Will be able to jump back to safety though, as iGorilla taking quite a bit of damage here. Gonna get healed back up to his current max HP, but missing about just a bit over half a max HP at the hands of that non-recoverable health. Bottom right point is still being held here due to the current attack phase. Menta gonna go flip it for fun here, try and be able to get some immediate pressure at the next phase. Penumbra though, look at him in the middle of the map here. He can just go down early, and yeah, Penumbra, I think he's greeting for that top left zone, and he just ends up getting picked off on the north central of the map here. Bottom right point going to be secure tomorrow. Trying to dive onto Menta here, looking to immediately deflip it here. All 3 alive players right now for the side of Clown Fiesta coming to defend it here, but the middle and top left points all secured right now for Pivo. Bottom right going to get flipped to neutral as well. Amarl trying to still force the securing. Once that 3-0 cap here, it will be grabbed. Revenge ult Vaynor drops it down here, and now we are in a lot of danger right now. Triple cap against the side of Clown Fiesta here. Meta gonna try and back away here, jumping in here. Arthur looking to do some damage here. Chain comes through, Panic comes through. Rune of Guardians has to be popped for Gorilla to stay alive. Spike shot misses. Penumbra does find 3 with the stun here, so gonna get some nice resets here. Has charged attack ready to go as the boss will be started in the middle of the map. Still a 3-0 objective lead. Neta now going to flip the southeastern position as we will continue the pressure, but the boss taken all the way back over to the Pivo gate here. 2,500 HP, 2K, 1,500. 1,400 here. We'll see who can get that last hit now. About 1,100. They're trying to slow it down to bait some misplays out. 400 HP committing to it, and it will be secured by Pivo. Penumbra are going to try and keep the damage up, but now this side, they can't just ignore the boss, so they're going to lose quite a bit of base HP, as we'll see how much it can trade for. 8780 at the start of it, as we will get the boss sprinting on into the tower here. Gregu going to head back. Gorilla going to head back. Meta going to head back. Penumbra going to look to join the team as they go try and clear the boss. The lose a decent bit of HP, truthfully, here. And this boss will lose about 800 HP to the boss here. Some of it will, of course, be healed back up, but we'll have to see exactly how it is going to go here as the attack phase does now begin here, and those damage buffs lock in for the side of Pivo for the next minute here. Amaral backing away here. Rune of Guardians comes out here, going to burn some of that mana to try and stay consistent. Cleanse comes out, is marked by the Cursed here, as he will back away here, jump on out to safety here. It will look to be just a reset here. Go get all that recoverable HP back in the pocket for the side of Pivo. As we'll see everybody heal back up to full. And now we're going to take the longest here on that Arthur, as the buff points are going to get secured here. It looks like ready to go, as Solar takes a lot of damage just after the reset. He could actually just get executed here. Going to pop his own ultimate here, trying to get some revenge value as he goes on the Vayner. Cal Zerka going to come in. A lot of CP coming through. Pivo could be in quite a bit of danger here. 4-man slam on the Brosmir. Jump here. Sheepa trying to do everything he can for the team, as it will be back to base here. Able to barely stay alive right now for the side of Afeta. Sheepa gets back to base. It will be the side of Amaral's Arthur as well. Just looking to heal back up as they're trying to protect the gate here at about 1,000 HP. Attack phase ends, and we are on to capture the points here for this side of Clown Fiesta here. Again, they're yet to break down enemy gate currently at about 1,000 HP, whereas their own base here sitting at the max, not even at max HP yet, but currently at 7,000 HP, does actually have a lot of recoverable HP room, so going to be able to benefit from stalling the game out here. But we'll wait and see here at around the 14th minute right now, in for a very long best of 3 here with two very capable teams. Again, double Elim, a best of 3 bracket here. Penumbra, stun comes through. Solar holding on for the moment, as it will be Bronzemere trying to slam back in. Mirage comes out. Cursed looking to stabilize here as he jumps onto the back line here. Golden Dome comes out. Everybody jumping into it here, getting all of that immunity. There goes Gregu. Now iGorilla going to get chased down, and this could be the end of game number 1 here. iGorilla going to get jumped on here, and if we can pick up this fight win for Pivo, that could be the base dropping right alongside it. Penumbra goes down. Solar finds that kill as we're looking for Gorilla. We'll get back to base. Meta on the Afeta as well, trying to back away here. The base, though, not long for the world right now. Gorilla and Meta, they have no way to heal right now. 3k HP on the base. Clown Fiesta are trying to fight for revenge. Jaden Rune of Guardians comes out. CC comes in, but that should be it there. 15:09 will be the final game time, and it will go over to the side of Pivo. They take a 1-0 lead here in our winners semi-finals. Well played to them. Looked very clean. Had a few fight losses, of course, but still with their gate standing. We'll have to wait and see if they can take the 2-0 sweep, or if we'll head to game 3 here in the winners semis. We'll send things back to a break. Back with game 2 soon. Alrighty, we are back, getting ready for game number 2 here, as we'll wait to see how it goes now. Clown Fiesta on this left side, going to be looking to set themselves up here. We'll see if there's any changes to these compositions. Obviously, there's no reason to be changing unless you feel your current comp isn't working, and it looks like both teams are going to be looking to play the same setups here. Not too surprising by any means to see. Obviously, we'll see how it ends up going for either side. Pivo won the first bout decently well, right? Their gate was still alive at the end of the game, so we'll wait and see what the play is going to be for Clown Fiesta. Again, it is double Elim, so even if they do lose this game, they're not out of the tournament quite yet. Will be a bit difficult to come back, sure, but not going to be the end of the end, so we'll have to wait and see as we get ready to go back into it here, as we'll see which team will take a game number 2. People looking to punch their ticket to the winners finals here. We'll have to wait and see if they can make their way all the way there here. Penumbra, Gregu, iGorilla, Meta. Once again, Curse clicks Fist, Afeta on the other side. Again, we'll have the same composition with the Bronzemere, Afeta, Vaynor, and Arthur here. We'll get things ready to go. We'll give the teams both a bit of time to get their talents and runes ready once again. Potentially some changes to try and recalculate for some of the game 1 problems, but we'll see if those are going to be the case, or what the teams are going to choose to run here. Another minute here for the rest of it, Clown Fiesta to decide, and again, we'll have to see how the start of this game goes. Pivo pretty dominantly had control over the course of time in that game. But we'll wait and see if Clown Fiesta can do something to get back into it. Definitely think they had some nice fights. Penumbra doing a good job harassing, but maybe just a bit more clarity on the target acquisition there to try and get some of those bursts a little bit more aggressive, get some of the weaker players, maybe the Terka, force more free resets, reset at the right time yourselves, as we'll get the mid fight gone once again, as we'll see who will be the first blood in this go. Sheepa gonna take some damage. Perry comes out here from the clicks, just trying to hold on, stack some of the poisons. Gregu gets chunked down quite a bit, but no 8 max HP lost quite yet, so doing okay right now, as we'll see iGorilla gonna get chunked. Meta chunked here. Really rough start here for Clown Fiesta, as we do have Penumbra looking in the back slide, still full HP, as we'll have iGorilla getting chunked right now, chained up. He should be dead here. First blood goes to Solar off the Vayner here, gets the takedown on iGorilla, as the rest of the Clown Fiesta team gonna head back to base, heal up the rest of that recoverable HP here, and it is a triple cap already for Pivo here. Very aggressively good start to the game for them here. First blood, and very well selected that first attacking phase. Again, about 15 minutes that last game went. We'll see if we can hold on for the same length in game number 2, or if it could potentially be a much quicker game here. So again, basically a perfect start. You couldn't ask for anything better for the side of Pivo right now, as Penumbra still fighting around the bottom side here in a 4v1 right now, just trying to stay safe, get away from all these skill shots. Going to come out with a clear here, going to be able to invuln away from some of that CC on the Brottomir stun, jump rather. Clicks looking to flip the middle objective, but it really doesn't matter at this point. We've already lost the attacking phase, so just need to make sure to stay safe. Kawazurka comes there. There goes Gregu on the clicks, will go down. iGorilla trying to kite as well, but he has no left, I believe. Maybe he gets saved by Feta, but no. Arthur double kill here. There goes iGorilla, and Penumbra. He's going, man. He is on a flank here, as he will continue trying to get back to safety here. Jumps away. Solar on the other side here. That should be the death here for the side of a Cursed here. Double Fear comes out, but the parry comes to counter it, and it will be the kill for Amaro once again here, stacking up these killing streaks, as we'll see another 40 seconds on this timer. Rejuvenation comes through with the buff, able to get healed back up here, as we'll see exactly what the play is going to be right now for this side. Sheepa stunned down, double chain here, a lot of damage. Vortex comes in as well, a lot of damage right now onto iGorilla here, chunked from full HP to maybe 15-20% HP, as we're gonna flip some of these objectives. Again, we're in the attack phase, doesn't mean too much, I believe, but we'll wait and see, as Penumbra gonna look to keep this pressure up here. Has played well on Curse so far, but not always able to communicate things perfectly, I believe, with the team as he wants. True Form comes out here, resetting everything, trying to kite on through. Penumbra healing back up at that True Form on its tail end here, and again, we haven't been able to force any kills here. Marl's Arthur trying to stay here. Rune of Guardians comes out for him, as it will be first forced back away here. 10 seconds left on this, actually we're done with the attack phase here, and we're gaining points here. Solar gets the kill. That's going to be another one here with Revenge, and they're going to go for the triple cap setup here. Going to try out some of these side lane get set back up here, as we will see the boss spawning in mid triple cap. Top left going to be flipped by both Meta and Igor together, and now we're diving in. Gregu could just get bursted here. Zamaro trying to back away. Stance comes out, jumps back safety here. 2500 HP on the boss. We could just pull this boss back to our gate here while we DPS it down, as we'll see it for the moment here. Solar and Meta are going to be working on here, and Morrow rather working on the boss HP, but the other opposition here have gotten to the area as Kawazurka comes through, getting a lot of CC onto Penumbra. 200 HP on the boss, and it's stolen by Penumbra, able to take the boss away. And while they won't really be able to punish off of it, at the very least, that boss is not running them down. A fantastic steal here by Curse to keep them stable right now. We will have this entire squad just going to go back into base, re-heal right now. Again, it's worth noting, currently no player has died for the side of Pivo. Currently 3 deaths for Penumbra, 2 for Gorilla, 1 for Gregu, none for Meta, but undefeated right now on this opposite side, with Arthur having 4 kills and Vayner having 2. Let's see Amaro trying to get some more of these buffs as they look to go contest the buff point here in the southwest of the map here. iGorilla holding on right now. Amaro as well, setting it back up. iGorilla keeping the damage safe right now. Unity Link comes through as the attack phase does begin here. That 10% buff comes through. No healing with the Withered Blood on iGorilla from the Arthur ultimate, but we will be able to stay alive right now. Curse gets back into base here. Chain stalls for a little bit, but not going to matter too much here. 4 plays is back in base right now, as we are going to go get these objectives again. Would rather see some damage being done to the gate right now in poke, but I'm going to go secure some of these objectives here, keep this tempo up right now, as we will have a jump back in here for Amaral here. Arthur coming through. A lot of damage at this moment here. Will be cursed back into his spawn here. Meta going to be dashing back to safety here. Sheepa as well, holding on to the front line. Starvation coming through. Going to be having some of those negative effects on him here as Revenge gets a lot of value. So much damage here onto Arthur. Ring of Guardian comes out here as we try and back away, but we're getting so much damage. Curse could go down here. Panic comes through, and he's in a lot of danger here. He will get picked up. Solar finds that kill. As Amaral keeping the damage heavy on the front line here. He could go down himself, though. Could be in a bit of danger here. Has to pop the dash to get out. Hook comes through, as it will be the attack coming to its conclusion here. So back into scoring mode here. Middle, bottom right point's going to be grabbed. Going to steal this buff point away as well in the bottom left. Solar wanting some mana, trying to stack up some mana to get that next Revenge ready to go. Mana going to stack up for the entire team here. Most players at full. Viterka as well, though, benefiting from that 40% max mana. All 3 points secured right now for the side of Pivo here. They will lose the top left, though, as they head back to their base for another bout of max HP healing. Again, doing very well right now to stay on their feet is the thing that really matters in this game. There's so much XP. Look at the top of your screen there, to the left or right of the base HP. Currently, Clown Fiesta are barely into level 4. They're about 25% of the way to level 5, whereas right now, Pivo are points away from level 6, so they're going to have a massive 6-4 level advantage here. So much stats, so many upgrades here. Really, really nice for them, as Solar finds the kill on Penumbra. That's going to be the level up on kill here. Meta dashing back to base here, and again, this should be an expecting the 2-0 here for the side of Pivo, but we'll wait and see here. Top left point going to get flipped back over to the side of Pivo. Middle currently neutral. Solar going to head back over to reset that. As we do have top left secured, middle going to be secured in moments by Solar here. We do have Meta holding on, trying to reflip that top left point, but again, looking very rough right now, as it will be trying to get away here. Clicks goes down, Revenge slammed for the kill here. Nicely found by Solar here, as it will be the for Gorilla Penumbra. Blue gates are destroyed, and now the attack phase is going to start in just a moment here. 190 out of 200. Boss is alive in the middle of the map as well. Effectively going to pull it here for the son of Viterka. Attack phase begins. That weakness, Amplify, going to be online here as well. Extra damage onto everyone. Last boss was stolen well by the Penumbra's Curse here, but this time in a rough spot for it. They will have the team grouped up at the very least, so they can try for it. 2800 HP on it. Amaral backing away as well. 2600 HP on the boss, as it will be the side of Blightveil jumping aggressively onto the back line. 2300 HP. It's targeting Fist now, so iGorilla could try and kidnap the boss. Seems to be the call here down to the south of the map here, but the fight currently taking place on the opposite side of the map here. Penumbra, shreds of HP. Mirage comes out here. 1900 HP on the boss, trying to bring it back. Looking to heal back in our base. 1300 HP. That boss should be secured here. Nice kite by the side of Gorilla as they do secure the boss, and it will get across the map. The problem, though, Solar kills Meta during this here, and the fight is still rough. Could be the first death, actually. Amaral, shreds of HP, back dashing away. Space comes through, trying to get some spin dance going on. Penumbra chasing it. He ends up taking himself into danger here, as he will take quite a bit of damage here. Blightveil slamming back down. Solar finds the kill on Penumbra. More players hit here. It will be the Cow Zerka coming through for the side of Sheepa. Double stun now, double chain here, and that is going to be a lot of damage stacking up. There goes Gregory, double kill for Solar. There goes Amaral. There goes Gorilla, rather. A kill for Amaral. Boss currently beating on the gates here. This boss is going to do a lot of gate damage here if they don't go for it here. They are able to work on the next attack phase, though, so that is going to be what they prefer. Take the top left point, take the central point. I would like to see a bit of security for their gate here, as they will head back in the final moments here at the 100 HP on the boss. That did drag them down to 197, so again, some really nice value out of that boss. The problem is the after of it. While the gate is low, they're going to lose the next attack phase basically regardless at this point. They're still down 2 levels, 5 to 7 right now, and while they're close to 6 and the opponent's just at 7, that's still going to be a level disparity for a very long time, probably the rest of this game, truthfully, as again, they're yet to get a kill. Nobody has died on this team, so It's a really rough spot right now. Is Gregu going to be taking quite a bit of damage? Amarl trying to find some nice value on the Arthur here, keeping that damage up. Invuln stance comes through, gets the nice silence jump, but again, just going to back away for the moment here. Sheepa goes in with Solar. They take down Penumbra here. It's the 7th death for their first here. A really unfortunate game for him, as we'll see this clicks holding on at the moment. Haste comes through. Gregu going to be backing up, trying to heal. Attack phase comes through, going to get that down to 7,500 HP. Would like to see them trying to get some extra base damage here. Obviously, we'll see exactly what ends up happening in the moment. Jumping in here will be Arthur going in as well. Revenge a slam down. Golden Dome going to heal everybody back up quite a bit here. 5k HP on the base now. It will be Amarl pretty low on health here. Trying to hold. Greg going to get taken down. Amarl could go down on Arthur here. Potentially seeing our first undefeated game, but no, Amarl does get picked up. The 4-kill streak goes down. The Relic going to be the one to find the kill. Don't even get a kill here for the side of execute, if you will. Penumbra kills Solar. The 9-kill streak ends. Sheepa going to trade at 1700 HP on the base here. And while they lose some life for it, it looks like this should be the end of the game for Pivo. For Igorilla trying to find some value here, trying to save the base, trying to keep the Relic on its feet here. Is actually the Gorilla going to find one, and the Relic able to find the other here. 300 HP on the Relic here, as they are going to back away, and they stay alive at the very least here. 4% HP. If there is an attack phase, I believe the game just ends on the dot in favor of Pivo. They're also about to hit level 8, so again, they're going to keep that advantage in terms of the HP. Very close to level 7 as well for the side of Clown Fiesta, but again, Pivo closer to 8 than the opposition are to 7, I believe. Regardless, they're within points of each other for that next level. They tick 7 here. Both teams level 7 here for a very short moment here, as we'll wait to see as 13 points off from that next level. Again, oh, that's backdoor. We're backdooring. I didn't even see the Vaynor. The Vaynor just gets back there, and Solar's going to end the game there. Fair play, hundreds of HP, so you don't really need the attack phase. Just goes missing and then gets behind him, ends the game. Pivo 2-0. They move themselves to winners finals. Clown Fiesta heads to the lower bracket where they await the loser of Blightveil versus Hardcore. Definitely going to be very interesting. We'll be back here. Send things back over to a break. We're going to let the other winners semifinal match finish up, and then we'll be back here after that with winners finals here on stream. Alrighty, we are back. Winners of finals here, getting ready to go here. Best of 3, the winner qualifies for the grand final. The loser goes on to face the winner of Hardcore Clown Fiesta in another BO3 for a spot in the grand final, as we are yet to see who will take that spot here as we get ready to go. Same comps as usual. That's up for both Vaynor, for both Arthur, for both, with a tank mismatch here. Flappy Penguin on the Fist, Sheepa on the Bratamir. These are the comps I believe we've seen both teams play in here, as we are getting ready to roll here in game number 1 of the winners finals. 2 more best of 3s, and then 1 BO5 to round things out here. Again, at the same time as this series, losers semifinal is playing right now. We need Clown Fiesta and Hardcore to decide which team is going to get that spot in the losers finals. Against the loser of this could definitely be a bit of a rough spot, but we'll have to wait and see. Give the teams a bit of time to get their runes and talents in order as per usual. We'll have to wait and see how it goes, as we have everybody ready, still waiting on the side of Zayt and Tillom as they get themselves ready, and we are good to go here in for it. Prepping in, we are done, as we'll likely see both of our Arthurs heading down to capture their side objectives, as that indeed will be the case. Tillom heading on down, as well as tomorrow. Tillom had a great game earlier on in the day when we last saw this side play. Didn't end up being able to save it. Again, the teams have already played. Pivo took the set 1-0 when they played in their group stage, so definitely a bit of a potential indicator onto how this may go, as Tillom gonna get into his stance here. Silence jumps onto Amarl here. The Arthurs, a lot of damage. Tillom gonna go down early here, just not ready to go here, as we can't stay on our feet. Flappy Flappy Penguin taking a lot of damage here. Pivo trying to slide right there, spot as the event favorite here, playing fantastic already, a double kill, and they're going to go steal this enemy objective here. They are in a great spot, 100 points to just 38 now, and since they have all three, that 38 is not going to be growing here for a little bit of a time, as we'll wait to see Sheepa backing away here. Bloom as well, holding on. Zaith looking to set himself as well. Flappy Penguin going to join the siege to take the middle point. They have their bottom right point being grabbed by Taloma as well. 157, 240 right now, so just trying to make sure they can get those points for XP. The longer you have the points, as we'll see Arthur jumping in. Amaro, not going to get too much value out of it, but a spin dancing. Rune of Guardians comes out. He'll get knocked up by the shockwave here. Pull comes in from Spike Shot. Fist getting some value on some moves here. As actually Silence comes out. Amaro in a bit of danger. Has to dash back to safety. 180 points right now. Attack phase beginning soon, and Revenge comes out for the double kill. That ult so quickly and sent it down immediately for some great value here. They will get some things here. They're going to go ahead and grab that buff in the top right for the buff here on this side of the Blightveil. Buff taken in the bottom left for the side of Pivo. Triple cap comes through as well. Again, you just want to have all of that XP ticking in your favor. We saw how nice the XP lead it was last game. Currently level 3 to level 2. Both teams just freshly hitting their level. As it will see Link on tomorrow. Going to heal up a little bit. He'll head back to heal down here as well. Mana buffs spawning in the corners, as we'll see. The middle fight right now still favoring control over this side of Pivo. 15% or seconds left in this attack phase as we get ready, trying to hold on here. We'll see what the exact call is going to be in terms of the next play. Looks like it will just be an attempt to hold on right now. Wait and grab up these two middle objectives, top left objective, as we do have a few players healing up some non-recoverable HVP for Pivo, as Blightveil just looking to get out of their spawn and harass it down mid, but really does feel like Pivo trying to strike themselves the main characters here, undefeated in the group stage, currently staying undefeated 2-0 in winners semis, and off to a great start in winners finals here. Blightveil, another great team, very potentially going to be the team to make it back to winners finals, even if they lose here, although obviously they'll have a bit of a trip before they can worry about that as they try and get back into this game here. Boss will spawn, some withered blood coming out here, trying to get some damage kill. I'm going to take very low HP, but will be able to stay on his feet, get back to base, and go heal up a bit. We do have Vayner here, that's Bloom, pulling on to the boss here, as they will head back to Vaterka as well. Will be holding on. Amaro going to be hitting on to the gate here a little bit, just trying to harass. Here he comes out, going to hop on to the side of Vayner here. Silence comes out, Bloom about half HP. Rune of Guardians comes out, healing comes out. Everybody just trying to stay alive right now here. A lot of damage coming through here. Cow Zerka comes through. Solar going to find the side of Talome with the Revenge. 1400 HP on the boss, and it's in the possession of this Pivo side. They're happy to just kite backwards. They don't get super far, though, and it does not get stolen. They are able to secure it here, as we will have Amaro trying to hold on here. Very low HP right now. Parry comes out, but he will get sword here, but Solar kills down Bloom. Now they're chasing out Zaith here. That'll be another one. There he goes. Vaterka standing out at the moment. The gate going to get broken for 4 minutes. The boss still full HP. 2 players dead for over 10 seconds. And this could be a sub 5-minute game if they commit now, but 2 players still defending pretty heavily here. Flappy Penguin and Taloma trying to stay on their feet here. Still half HP on the boss right now as that Relic just bleeding its health bar, 5,500 right now. It's not stopping. It's going to keep going down here. Under 5,000 HP as the boss goes down. Attack phase, 20 seconds left on the clock. We're going to go grab some mana buff, go grab some healing, and it looks like Sheepa and the rest of the team looking to head back to base here. They want to go get some of that non-recoverable HP back. Marl likely on the way back over as well. He'll go get this rejuve buff in the bottom left, so we'll be happy to let that heal him for a moment here as Bloom keeping the casts up here, keeping the damage out. Attack phase does end. Those objectives officially reopen for business. We'll see a Zay here in the bottom side holding on here. Marl getting stunned on through. Has that parry, still holding on to it here. Uses it. Going to get the silence down onto Vayner. A lot of damage coming out here. Middle objective grab for the side of Pivo, as it will be the bottom right one being fought over right now. Taloma has to head back to base. Bloom is low. Zaith is low here, trying to back away. Flappy Penguin now looking to escape here. Again, 5345 on the Relic HP right now and counting up, but now it's going to start getting hit again with Bratimir tanking up here. Sheepa holding the front line here. Spike shot, though, going to grab on to this side here. Golden Dome comes out here, trying to heal back up. Solar's Vayner here. A lot of damage being taken. Jump comes in. Rune of Guardians trying to keep Talom alive here. Revenge comes down. That's one. That's two. Really nice set of kills here. Everybody dead but Bloom here. He's going to get finished off as surely Rune of Guardians comes out to try and keep him alive. Slamming down, though, we find the kill on Sheepa, and that should be the game here, just shy of the 6th minute here. 5:56, and that is a great game for the side of Pivo. 1 kill for Talom on the side of Sheepa, but aside from that, it is almost a flawless game here for the side of Pivo. 1-0 in the winner's final, and truthfully striking themselves now as the uncontested event favorites. We'll send things back over to a break. We'll be back hopefully no more than 2 to 3 minutes with winners finals game 2. Alrighty, we are back and ready to roll. Game number 2, Pivo, a great start to the winners finals here. They are now 1 game away from punching their ticket to the grand finals, and if we are anything like their last 2 games against this team, that'll be within the hour here, despite the fact that we are at 55. 5 to 6 minute games, the norm here for this matchup. Pivo has been very, very strong, so we'll have to wait and see how this goes. Will be once again the same comps we've seen these teams running time and time again now. So we'll have to wait and see what the call is. No character change is going to swap. Talents and runes obviously going to be up to the players. Pretty hard to track every potential change that an individual player could make in either of those categories. But we'll get into the game. We'll let the players pick up their runes, pick up their talents, and then we'll have to see how this ends up going here. Again, Pivo have been very dominant so far today. 2-0 their group, 2-0 their winner semis, now 1-0 in winners finals. Would love to go undefeated the whole event, but obviously a little bit more time before we can get to that, as we'll get on into game here. And again, give the teams a little bit of time, pick their runes, pick up their talents, and then we'll be good to go for game 2 here. As we'll see here, getting some of our players ready. Both Vayner is good to go here. As it will start to get a few more people readying up here, finalizing some of their details here. Still waiting on one per team here. Again, no worries. Got plenty of time to make those decisions and finalize those skills. Zayth, last player to ready up here. Finalizing those details, making sure they have their game plan ready, as well as they will ready up 10 seconds now on the clock, as we will get to see how this opening 3v3 goes here. Expecting both Arthurs to head to their corner objectives. Zamaro goes for the bottom right, Talome top left. As we get onto the objective here, Hook comes through. They're going to take a nice opening chunk of damage here. It's not unrecoverable quite yet. Vortex comes through, as we'll keep the damage going up. Link comes through. Vayner going to get healed back up to pretty much full HP. Has a tiny bit of a missing percentage, but we'll hold for the moment here. We'll be Flappy Penguin now triggering out here. A little bit of damage being taken by him. He could actually just get dropped here. Invuln comes out, but he's definitely the lowest player right now, as we do have the Arthurs fighting on the backside right now. Taloma putting a lot of damage in. It will be Flappy Penguin going down for the first blood. Again, lost so much health on that fist here, but unfortunately, despite the first blood, they're not looking to win this fight here. Will be the middle point taken by this side of Blightveil. So well played by them. They get off to a nice start. Again, XP will be working against them in terms of that kill, but still a lot of things to work with here, as it will be Viterka holding on here. Just going to be charging forward, trying to get this middle objective flipped. Flabby Penguin thinking about going in here to try and contest flip on the middle objective, but not going to be too in a rush here. 83 for both teams is now, of course, in favor of Pivo, as they do have that middle objective secured. It will be the fight re-engaging here. Flappy Penguin coming in. Unity Link comes through. Flip comes through. Viterka as well. Going to continue to damage forward. Arthur Ol comes in with her blood. Going to drop all of that incoming healing onto that Afeta, but we'll be able to stay alive long enough for the effect to run out. will be Amaro holding on here, trying to pressure at the middle point, going to get flipped back over to this side of Blightveil as they head down to the buff, trying to set themselves back up here. Going to get some healing as they look to re-engage, but the attack phase is about to take away from them here. They're almost to the point of no return here, 170 to 120 here, as it will be Amaro securing some extra engagement here, just trying to buy time, and it will be the attack phase secured here for this side. Obviously not quite active yet here. It'll come on right about 207 here, as we'll get that attack phase engaged, and we'll keep the damage up here. A lot of damage. They have to go back into their base to heal, but that gate now gonna get beaten down. And again, Pivo just showing their dominance in this team v team matchup here. Gate potentially gonna drop for 2.5 minutes. Link comes out here trying to stabilize here. Amaro could go down. He will actually die out here, as again the kill still favoring this opposition side, but it will be Solar able to hold on. Vaterka goes down to the side of Bloom. Now it's Shifa and Solar just trying to sprint away. Amaro holding the front line, but Solar has so much HP, it's really hard to walk into him here. Flappy Penguin is going to do so solo, and he truthfully just dies. An error there on one side of this team of Blightveil, whether they need to all commit to that or whether Flappy Penguin needs to not commit to it. A Solar going really aggressive. It's another mistake there as he just gets taken down in the Vayner matchup. Shifa tried to help him out, but couldn't get it done at the end, as the phase will come to its end with 5 seconds on the clock, as well as the boss spawning. We'll see if Amaro wants to pull it and start hitting it now, as that seems to be the idea. Gonna pull it back over towards their gate. Obviously still a lot of boss HP to work through, but we'll see what the exact method is going to be to try and secure this boss for either side. Obviously have seen quite a handful of steals throughout the day, so we'll have to hold on here. 1300 HP, 1k HP. It's going to be Flappy Penguin below, trying to pressure 900 HP. As the boss focuses on Vaterka, Revenge comes through, and the tick is stolen. It will go to Blightveil here. Really nice value right now, as we have Shifa and Amaro fighting on the bottom. Vaterka going to come down, but that boss is being left alone to free hit that gate right now. So a lot of that lead going to be broken down right now, as it will be Solar trying to hold on some damage. Vortex comes through, trying to keep the pressure up right now with the Evoke, as we'll see Vaterka doing some nice job healing everybody back up. Holy Frenzy comes through. They can't keep everybody alive forever. Amaro and Shifa both going to go down. Vaterka has to keep himself on his feet now, as it should be the gate probably getting broken down here for the side of Blightveil, which again haven't managed to do first so far against this team, but we'll see if they can break that gate. Vaterka and Solar positioning very well with some of the HPs of this Blightveil team. They are going to get the attack phase here as well, but they can't unfortunately break that gate down yet.
Attack phase has been started.
We'll hold here 700 HP on that gate. Attack phase comes online as well, hitting 1500 onto the relic, but shouldn't mean too much here. Again, with holding on to 2 of these objectives, a lot of XP going to keep ticking over there. Blightveil currently lead level 4 to 3 here, halfway through 4 compared to 3/4 through 3. Is Amaro going to take some damage here? He's trying to engage on Bloom, going to take quite a bit of damage here. Vortex comes down. Talome going to be backing away, as well as we'll see the regen field come out. Flappy Penguin holding on, keeping this pressure up right now, as we will see the pull come out here. Comes it through, Shockwave grabs as Cow Zerka, Revenge into it as well. It's so much damage. It's not lethal, but Taloma is going to be thrown to a shred of HP, trying to back away. 1 HP, have to get back to base to go heal. Shifa holding on here, 10 seconds left on the clock. Flappy Penguin should get executed out here. Zaith trying to get over to him. Withered Blood comes in, that negates all incoming healing. Gonna get him down during it. He dies. Double kill for Solar here. Bloom streak ends, as it will be Amaro taking down Zaith. And now with the attack phase just actually ending, it is going to be a capture mini game here for this side. It will be Amaro actually as well. Amaro just wants the gate here. There goes the gate down. Secure that open here. Nicely done for the side of Pivo, as they will hold on here. Trying to charge in. Double stand comes out. Talome going to end successful. 9,500 HP. They're just going to keep hitting the tower here. There's 20 seconds on spawn. I don't think that this will be the end of the game, but it's definitely a very rough opportunity here. Trying to do something right now. 10 seconds on spawn. This could actually just be an end angle right here. It's a very aggressive call, but it's potentially going to work out. 2 seconds on Vayner, 3k HP on the base here. They're going to keep hitting it. 1,800. They make the call to back out here, but again, we are now in very dangerous numbers here for this side of Blightveil. We're in a very, very, very close gap from that trip down to the lower bracket here to the losers finals matchup. Again, still a great spot to be, great company to be in, to be guaranteed a top 3 spot already in the tournament. But obviously, if you sign up, your goal is to get #1 here for a team that names themselves something like Blightveil. So we'll see if they can try and do something to get back. They do take the enemy gate here, but an attack phase starts. Now it's going to be 4% HP, 300 HP, and look at Silver go. He's going to backdoor again here. Walks into the base and ends it in 648 here. Fairly done. Well played to Pivo. They punched their ticket to the best of 5 grand finals to be the champions of the Blightveil Alpha Tournament 1. Well played to them. It's not over for Blightveil, though. They have another matchup coming soon in the lower final, which will be where we come back from as we send things back over to a break. We're going to wait for that losers semifinal matchup to finish, and then we'll be back with losers finals here in a bit. Alrighty, we are back and ready to roll here in the Blightveil Alpha Tournament here in the losers finals. Blightveil versus Hardcore getting ready to roll here in a BO3. Worth noting some of the matches we haven't seen. In losers semis, Hardcore took a 2-0 over Clown Fiesta. Clown Fiesta will exit the tournament at 4th place. Well played to them getting here, and that will be unfortunately be it for them. On the other side, it is worth noting, back in winners semifinals, the matchup we didn't see was between Blightveil and Hardcore, the two teams playing now, and it did go to the side of Blightveil. So again, doesn't mean Hardcore can't win now, by no means, but it does definitely have a bit of an inclination into what may happen in this set, just knowing Blightveil have beaten them already today. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes here. One more best of 3 before we get to our BO5 grand finale here, as we get our comps locked in. A Feta for both, Fist for both, Arthur for both, Bloom on the clicks, whereas Zeke on the Vayner here, as we are getting things ready to roll here in our losers finals. Again, could potentially be only 5 more Blightveil games away from the end of the tournament, potentially as many as 8, as we'll wait and see. For the moment here, we'll get into the game, we'll let teams, our players, pick their runes, pick their talents, then we'll be good for game 1 of the losers finals here. As it won't get loaded on into the game here. So we'll see how it goes here in terms of getting things ready here. See how it goes. Expecting not too much here, as we'll see for the moment here. A couple players ready to roll here. Again, on the left side, Blightveil took the last set between these teams in a clean sweep and moved on here. Unfortunately, fell to Pivo in winners finals, but they have one more chance to qualify for that top 2 slot, and it is here against their opposition, all ready to up already, is the side of Hardcore. They had a great group stage going undefeated, going 3-0 with a sweep over Clown Fiesta, what high latency and whatever. And now they are looking to keep their event alive, trying to show Group 1 can make it to the finals. Otherwise, the 2 in Group 2 will be the 2 punching their ticket to that final spot. As we'll wait and see for the moment here. Everybody readied up, everybody ready to go, and we will roll on in, expecting, of course, the Arthurs to head to those corner objectives. We'll see them both heading respectively to their spot. Selka back in it again, had a great Arthur to start the event. We'll see if he can outmatch Taloma here on the pick, because it will be the tanks in the middle, double fist here. We've seen quite a bit of breath here with Kiva being on stream for a bit. As Selka charging straight at clips. Perry comes in, just back to safety here for Bloom, as it will be aggressive here, jumping on down on the side of Taloma here, who might just get bursted. Katzel holds on as well. Again, the tank for the team. Zeke is alive past that spike shot. He's not on there. It will be the side of getting first possession, and just gonna head back to base. Over here, up here. Unfortunately, Flappy Penguins just a bit too deep. Spike shot, very dangerous with those hook abilities, and it will be the play here. Heading back in, Bloom holding on, Pizzelka holding on, trying to move forward here, capture this middle objective. It's a lead for Goatville right now, but will be able to stabilize here. We'll see Bloom trying to do some damage into the objective. Going to get healed back up by his Effeta as the Arthur's duel on the bottom right of the map here. We'll head back to the team fight here. Katzel, Enlightenment comes through, taking a lot of damage. Revenge completely whiffed for the Rainer. Not what you want to see from Zeke here, as it will be a 105 to 105 now. Still very neutral. We'll hold here, backing away. It'll be the middle objective flipped here. Is the top right buff going to get grabbed by the team here on its opening here at 130? We'll get the buff, get that rejuve, get some nice healing here as they are looking to head back and hit the middle of the map like a storm. Even on points, 2 points currently favor Goatville, but it's going to get flipped immediately here by that opposition in the middle of the map. Katzel gonna do pressure forward, holding on. Spike shot comes out. Bloom in a bit of danger, but has that stance to keep him safe. Vortex comes down, healing lays under it, jumping on through with the space there on the dash there, leaving that slime grime behind here. So we'll get not Victor, Taloma going in here as Vayner getting jumped on a decent bit here. Very low HP for Garness, trying to back away on the Effeta. You can't lose this character, but they can't keep fighting, but it doesn't matter. Through the back, Taloma and Zayd both gonna go down. Flappy Penguin trying to get the double kill here, but he's now just stuck in the middle of 4 here, trying to back away. Attack phase comes through, trying to flip these points again, just trying to get those XP over time. As it will see it now, just continuing this pressure forward here. Flappy Penguin going to go down here. Cassell gets that kill, nicely done for him. Gets that streak started here on the kills. As we'll stack forward here, will be the middle point going to get flipped through. Again, still 20 seconds on the attack, just trying to min-max XP as the opposition here. Just going to head back, go get that recoverable HP all back online. Garnesk, Zeke, Katzel here holding as Talome. Going to be backing away here. They want this buff pretty heavily, but it is going to get traded for this opposite buff in the bottom left. Objectives open here. Middle going to get immediately grabbed up here. Not going to be fully secure though. Zeke there in time to stall it. The boss is alive as well. Will be Arthur heading down to the southeast. That's Pitzelka going to secure the first objective in the southeast. Central objective taken by Garnesk and Cassell. The problem now, if you get this boss stolen from you here, away from the side of Goatville, they've given up 2 objectives here for that boss, which now isn't even necessarily favored. It's back to the dead middle of the map, still chasing this Arthur, but 800 HP here. Who's going to get that last hit? Revenge comes down. Who gets the hit? And it takes over. Goatville find the kill here, as we'll hold on here. It will be Talome trying to chase down. Katzel is going to be the main target right now. Pitzelka as well. Golden Dome comes in. That's going to favor this side here on the opposite. It's worth noting, though, that boss is just slowly whacking at the gate here. Bloom going to go hit it as well, as they're going to try and see if they can sneak this away. Obviously, they know that is going to be the call, though, as it will be Arthur trying to come help as well. That gate going to get taken down to just over half HP, 1700. As we'll see the middle objective flipped through, currently a lead of 60 to 90 in favor of this right side hardcore. Salka backing away, stance comes through. Arthur will be able to dash out to safety regardless. Chain comes through. Arthur now on the other side. Taloma going to be getting a back to safety himself. Bloom goes into stance, trying to get back as well. These parries just will not stop coming through. So many built in as Bloom going to get beaten down pretty badly here. Might just get dropped out here. Invold comes through with the jump here. Needs to get this parry for the invis here. Will get it procced off of Katzel and Zeke here. Stacking out here. Taloma trying to dash in here. Surely they get some kills. There goes Bloom. Zeke going to get traded out for him though. Here, Taste backing up now is the side of Salka running back. Arthur here going to move in to capture this middle of the map. Katzel, Garnesk holding on here. Knockup comes in. Flappy Penguin looking for something, but it's Zayd who gets pulled in. He needs some help to get out to safety here, but Flappy Penguin not too sure what he can do. Zayd able to get back to the top of the map here. Taloma going to come zone as well, make things go well. Will be Arthur in the middle of the map, trying to stop this full cap of the middle point. If they can stop that middle cap, almost maybe even, no, maybe not worth dying for it. It's not going to happen regardless, but if you can keep that stalled for long enough, you get the attack phase. But instead, it's going to be 190 to 200, and another attack phase now in favor of this rightmost side of Hardcore. We'll see the middle point still getting fought over. Would love to stack up some of that XP as they continue pressuring in the fight here. Zeke taking quite low. Rune of Guardian's going to come out now. A lot of mana being spent here by Taloma, but he will be able to get back to safety here. Unity Link will keep him alive. Heals come through. Spike shot again. Has to try and back up now, but will be able to stabilize here. Unity comes down. Zayd, again, just trying to stay alive here, and they will be able to take down Zeke here, so they look to go help their Arthur on the bottom side. Pete Selka going to go into that golden dome here. A lot of healing coming through here to try and stay alive here. Barely getting back past their gate here. That non-recoverable HP going to get healed back up. Catzel as well. Hold on here, but that gate going to get broken down here as Blightveil looking to take a nice lead again. Have to point out 6 minutes into the game here, in both winners finals matches, the game would be over by this point, and yet we are still here in the thick of it, keeping this fighting up as Catzel taking very low clicks, trying to back away. Pizzelka gonna get knocked up here. Bloom damage coming back in, trying to finish off this Arthur, but Pizzelka will be able to jump back to safety himself. Taloma pretty low, gonna look to go the same. Bloom heading to the middle point, Taloma heading to the northwest point. Southeast, of course, will still be claimed by this opposition side, as it will be Zayd holding the front line here. Very aggressive positioning on the Atheta. Has some nice support with that kit to keep them stabilized, as we do see the middle point getting flipped back over here, still technically in this possession. Now it's neutral, and it will, of course, be capped over by the side of Hardcore. Catzel has some missing max HP at maybe just over half HP, so thinking about heading all the way back to try and recover some of that HP, but not going to be too big of a problem here. Going to slowly heal as we'll see Bloom, Zaith, Flappy Penguin all positioning aggressively, but look at Taloma all the way behind them here, trying to get ready to go. And we get that fight once again here. Flappy Penguin going in. The boss does spawn as well. If this is a fight win followed by a boss kill, the game could end very soon for Blightveil, but going to have a little bit of work to do before they can get that. Knockup comes in. Garnesk in danger here. If that healer goes down, this could be the beginning of the end for game one here. Going to hold on. Spectre Unity comes out here, trying to stabilize. Garnesk Ace comes back over, trying to get back to their base here. 4,200 HP on the boss right now, as it will be Arthur keeping this pressure up. Penguin joining in as well. Taloma going to go in here. Spiritual Unity trying to hold on. Catzel taking quite low. Garnesk healing himself back up here, trying to keep everybody alive. The Relic, though, just adding so much extra unneeded damage here. And it's worth noting, we aren't in an attack phase, but the objectives just are not capped right now. We're committing so heavily to try to get this boss right now for the side of Blightveil, potentially at a risk to themselves here. Flappy Penguin goes down. Now Talone going to back up, try and get this middle objective, but they're down 100 to 150, so potentially now, instead of just taking the attack phase, they're going to end up losing out on both. Boss taken down in the enemy, in the spawn of a Hardcore here. So definitely a little bit rough here for this opposite side. Attack phase should still be pretty much secured, as they can recapture the middle of the map right now for this side. Gate not actually going to take too much damage. The boss won't really mean that much, but it is going to activate this attack phase security as they get this very likely taken here right around the 9th minute. Middle point being fought over again. Not going to matter in terms of the attack phase, as it does begin now. Flappy Penguin looking to hold on here, jumping back to safety. Catzel as well, holding this aggressive position here. It'll be Taloma going back. Spike shot comes through here, dashing on in, and Garnesk keeping the step up here. Will be Spiritual Unity coming out, as Zaith going to help the team back away. Rune of Guardians comes out, as again, they do have 2 of the objectives now, but not going to mean all that much here. It is the attack phase right now for this opposition side. Backing away now, Catzel trying to chase them down here. Bell comes in, Triple Unity comes out, Pole comes in. Catzel keeping this tempo up as he slowly drains himself out of HP. Taloma backing away as well. Piselka doing such a good job of zoning that other the Mirror Arthur out here. Taloma trying to get back in here, gonna get knocked up in the air. Golden Dome comes out. Taloma so low, and this could be just a team kill here. They're all so low. There goes 1, there goes 2, 3, surely gonna fall. Catzel double kill. Last player alive, Flappy Penguin now.
Stage of destruction.
As we do hit the 10-minute mark, Stage of Destruction begins. That last attack phase ends, so it's going to be a triple cap here for this side. And Blightveil in a bit of a rough spot with this exact moment, with the one silver lining being their gate's still at 23, 2400 HP, so still not in that bad of a spot. Worth noting, the XP, it's been pretty close all game, but with that last fight there, definitely has been a spike up. Both teams level 6, but with the set of Blightveil just barely being level 6, the opposition hardcore here, about 2/3 right now. 90 points to 0 right now in terms of this next attack phase. Flappy Penguin trying to hold on as well. We'll get a stun, we'll get some invul, and Flappy Penguin trying to back himself out to safety as Talome dashing through, stacking up a lot of charges here on Arthur right now, trying to keep this a very, very forward team fight going. Zeke gonna get taken low. First point going to get neutralized in the top left, but still down 130 to 0 right now. They're yet to get a single point on any of these objectives. For kill streak officially ends as Catzell goes down half a minute on his clock. Middle point surely going to get picked up here. 33 points now on the board for this side. They get that objective, but look here, they're pressuring the base almost at this point here, trying to damage out Garness because they're going to keep the damage up here as it will be Bloom working on this bottom right point. Pizzelka looking for some buffs around the map, trying to pick up some on that bottom wall here. Has a lot of invuln on Arthur here, so we'll be able to just triple dash it back on over towards his base here. Garness going to join him here, heal everything back up. 9200 HP worth noting on the board there, but actually with a triple cap here, despite being down almost 160 points here, it's actually favored right now. I would say the attack is to go towards this side of Blightveil. It'll be 150 to 160 as they lose the bottom right point, but it's still not even opposite captured here. It's going to be a great comeback here. They have the lead now, still have 2 points. So yeah, Blightveil surely going to get this capture on the attack phase now. Boss officially spawns here in the 12th minute as we do get the attack phase guaranteed at this point here. Not quite online yet as we will keep the fight forward. Pizzelka taking quite a bit of damage. 10 points away, just a few more seconds from that attack phase beginning. That damage buff being applied to the entirety of Hardcore. There it goes, officially begun here in the 12th minute. It will be Garness here trying to hold on. Bloom goes down. Katzel going to find that kill. Chasing now. Zayth going to be in a bit of danger here as they kite backwards. They do aggro the boss here, and now Zayth in a bit of danger with the boss just going to be continuously charging at him. He changes targets onto Fist here. Flappy Penguin will go down. That boss now targeting Arthur here. It's going to be Pete Selka to be the main victim here of the continuation. Riddle Guardians comes out now. Silence comes through. Taloma trying to back away here. Zayth as well trying to kite backwards. Can't keep Arthur alive. He'll go. Taloma will go down. Now it's Zayth getting pulled in. Afeta in a lot of danger here, just doesn't have a way out here, trying to navigate to safety here, going around the right, looking to head back through Zeke here, as he will get knocked back over into the boss's path. He self finds that kill, and it's a nice stagger, an extra 15 seconds of solo Afeta death afterwards. Attack phase ending relatively soon as we will get that boss killed up. Just moments after will be the clicks in the middle of the map. Bloom trying to resecure that objective here as we will see the boss officially dies here. Clicks trying to get that middle objective, shouldn't be able to secure it. He has to get back to safety here as that boss officially begins whacking on the gate here. Arthur going to grab that top left objective. They want to get some pity points at the very least to take up the slow amount while that boss is hitting on their base. They will be outscored for the moment 2-1 on the objectives, but the boss not going to be able to get too much done. It'll have that gate down to about 1665 HP, but now they back away here, looking to heal back in their bases. Zeke and Katzel, so the middle objective could get flipped over. They actually prefer to take the fight though, trying to keep the tempo, use it to their advantage here. Haze comes out, trying to keep all the buffs up that we can here. Katzel backing away right now. Worth noting, level 7 each team here. That XP gap very small now as the ult comes out. Vader not going to get too much value out of it, backing away here. A lot of damage coming out here. Arthur going to keep the pressure up. That's Pete Selka just diving into the backline, and he kills down Bloom with the aid of Katzel. It'll be a lot of danger now for the side of Blightveil here if they get wiped out here. Zayth going to get picked up by Pete Selka. Now Flappy Penguin trying to back away. Talome as well, and Bull comes out. Silence jump. And we'll be able to hold a little bit of damage here. Katzel taking quite a bit of damage. Enlightenment comes down, slamming in. Pete Selka kills his Arthur mirror, and that gate now not long for the world. 15 seconds on this clock for the soonest respawn. Flappy Penguin has a world to solo defend against. I'm not sure what the call is going to be here. Trying to just end the game. The attack phase starts as well. The Relic taking an extra 20% damage now in the middle of this attack phase. Click's going to respawn here. Afeta up in 5 seconds. Arthur up in another 7 after. 3,700 HP on the tower here. Flappy Penguin does go down. Garness to find that kill here. Slam back down for the side of this. 2k HP, 1,600 HP. They have to keep fighting. They have to think of all the damage for the Relic here, and they're not going to have it here. It's going to go to Hardcore. Game 1, Blightveil a lot of good fights for them, but Hardcore, at the end of the day, they're able to keep that small advantage throughout the majority of that middle to end game. And just past the 15th minute, they are going to find it here. Game 1 goes to Hardcore. We'll send things back to a break back with the losers finals game 2. Very dangerous position now, as we'll be back in a moment. All right. We think we fixed everything. Everything is ready to go. We are good. We are back into it here. Wanted to make sure that no more errors happen, so we hop back in a little bit later. Valentin's already selected, and we can get right to the action here in the middle of here. It will be the hook on in. Get this set up here. Flappy Penguin gonna hold on to the front line. Corner camps are taken here by actually Tilloma this time. Interestingly enough, I suppose that's actually, yeah, they had changed it up from one of the previous games here. Hadn't seen it in the draft here. Tilloma actually going to be on the clicks this game, so they're stepping away from the Arthur mirror. They don't want to keep playing Kiselka, but unfortunately the click off to a great start as Tilloma goes down early here for the first death of the game. Middle position is also being held already here. Flappy Penguin rotating in from the side here. There is one in base right now, Pizzelka, so it is going to be a 3v3 here with these mirror comps here. The Vayners trying to keep the DPS up on each other. Vortex comes down. It will be the clicks here in time. Arthur almost back as well, though, so not going to be too big of an advantage on those timers. Tilloma holding on here. Stance comes through, keeping that poison stacked up, trying to stack Strigan's Toxin onto Katzel here. Enlightenment comes through, able to remove all those stacks as Flappy Penguin trying to deal with Arthur in the back. Vortex comes through, and Arthur getting nuked down, and Pizzelka just gets one tapped. Not able to get the healing over in time. Maybe a bit of miscommunication, but regardless, great communication to the execute there on this side of the Blightveil team here on the red side. Likely going to lose out on this first attack phase. They need to negate that top left zone right now, but it doesn't look like they'll be there in time to do that. A 183 to 117. They have to get that top left zone. You see someone sprinting for it here. It's going to be Tilloma. I'm not sure if that timer is going to be in time. Regardless, actually, it looks like the middle is going to get flipped as they do negate the top left here, but they have to stop the middle now, and they aren't able to do that, so it is going to be the attack phase on a line. Pizzelka going to reflip top left for the XP, and again, worth noting here, about 2/3 to level 3 for the left side of Hardcore. On the other side, just barely level 2 here. Obviously, the skill is helping out a little bit as well for the XP for both sides. Flappy Penguin holding the front line. Double Vortex comes down, silencing both Vayners here. Bloom going to try and back away here. Nice dash to safety here. Triple jump in with the fist here. Nice pressure right now, but he's going to take so much. Katzel has to go back to bait. Revenge comes out. It's a nice hell pillar here from the Vayner. Tilloma barely able to navigate himself back to safety. They engage here. Bloom in danger. Panic comes through. Again, go potentially at risk. They're down 1-0 right now. They need to win this game. Wither Blood connects 3. Pull comes back through. Flappy Penguin has to go into the Enlightenment, get that pull to keep himself alive for the moment here. Fair play. Prefer to see them, of course, using it to stay on their feet. As we'll continue the charge here for the moment. Attack phase ending. The boss is spawning. Tilloma going to be trying to turn this middle point. Katzel to get there in time to cancel that security. Bottom right is going to get grabbed up here by the side of Blightveil. Boss just slowly getting drained of its HP here. Kited into the top left, bottom left buff being stolen away here by Blightveil. 1500 HP on the boss. First boss typically hasn't meant too much, but obviously it's nice if they are able to try and hold on here. 400 HP, Revenge comes through, and it's not stolen away. It will be secure here. Nice securing by the side of Hardcore here. That boss going to get left to go run wild on the gate here. The rest of the team really need to be backing up to try and go deal with it. Tilloma in danger here. Golden Dome comes out. Tilloma getting executed down. And again, that boss is getting the gate right now. 400 HP on it as Bloom and Zaith heading back over, trying to come clear it out here. Going to get hooked back in. Flappy Penguin going to try and hook on Katzel here as they start hitting the boss now, but the gate taken to about half HP. It's going to keep bleeding down 1k HP. Flip comes out. Zaith trying to stall, but that gate is going to die here surely in the 4th minute. 250 HP, 200 HP, dead. 1000 HP left on the boss as Katzel trying to head on in here for the moment. 8800 HP on the relic here as it will be heading backwards here. No reason to keep fighting, they feel right now. Pitelka does go down as well, so really going to try and just stay alive here. As again, is worth noting that while they were having their base broken, they actually had possession of the middle point, so it is actually going to be a Blightveil attack phase here in a moment. Buff's going to get looked at here by both sides, waiting for this timer to end on it. Flip comes through. Chaloma going to get executed here. The clicks in a rough spot. Even if they win this game, I'm not too sure if they'll commit to the clicks with how it's been going in this early to middle game. Zeke looking to hold on Pitelka as well, just trying to navigate themselves back into a good spot here. Will be again attack phase already online, so the capture points just give that XP. Pitelka holding on here, trying to navigate around a few various barriers, some damage points. Invuln comes out, silence jump just to get back to safety. Tilima gonna get pulled back in here. Rune of Panic comes, Rune of Guard comes out here. Panic away, gets executed again. Pitelka finds it. Revenge comes down to the Rainer, trying to find some value here, as it will be a haste. Zaith trying to get back to safety here, looking to just stay behind Bloom, trying to help this Vayner out, do whatever he can, but now he's the target of Pitelka's. Arthur has been an extremely threatening player throughout every single match that this team has been in on stream. Arguably one of the MVPs on stream so far, with the main note that Pivo have just been so consistent overall. I can't necessarily think of one absurd standout player, but there he goes. Another kill onto Zaith here, as Pitelka trying to do everything he can to get his team that ticket to the grand finals, guarantee that top 2 finish, regardless of how things go there. Pivo have had great series, great times against every team they've played so far, but we'll have to wait and see how this one is going to go, as we are holding on here, trying to flip some of these objectives here as they look to stabilize, get ready to go here. Flappy Penguin holding on Zaith as well and moving aggressively here. We do have a backing up here. Garnesk trying to get back in, keep this healing online. Zeke losing some HP, but again, Unity gonna link come through. Zeke gonna get healed most of his current HP back up. Hook comes through, trying to keep the tempo up right now, as it will be Flappy Penguin. Knockup comes through. Katzel holding on here again. The time to kill taking quite a while, but Zeke almost going down to that revenge, I believe, from the opposition. Vayner, and it comes through. Garnesk taking quite a bit of damage. Hooked in here. Golden Dome has to come down, he feels, to stay on their feet. Haste coming through for a lot. Unity swap going to come through. Garnesk potentially in a bit of danger after it. Vayner going to keep the damage up onto Penguin here. So on the other side, it's Bloom trying to back away the Vayner, forced to run away from this Consel Fist here, as we'll keep this tempo up here. Really a nice flip attempt here from the side, but instead of the flip, they actually just want to keep fighting. The points are 1-1 right now, and Tiloma getting taken down again. It's his 5th death of the game. Everybody else in the lobby, all 7 players, have died a grand total of 4 times, 5 counting this newest kill on Pitelka here. But again, really rough game here for the clicks here. Flappy Penguin gonna find out on this one. We'll see for the moment here. It will be the stun on the side of Katso here. He'll go down, as now we chase Garnesk, trying to hold on. We'll see some continued pressure right now. Will it be this middle box here, backing away as well. Bloom all backing up, hiding slowly back to their spawn here. They want to go get buff up as well, potentially put boss in a more vulnerable position to something like a steal, but with one player dead, one player in spawn, I don't think it's too big of a concern here. 100 HP, just slowly burning down here. Will it be a secured on this front here? Garnet heading forward. We'll hold aggression here. The gate in a bit of danger here, but not going to be taking too much damage with the boss seemingly done for a bit here, as it is going to take quite a bit of damage before you can get any hits off on the gate here, and indeed it is just going to die out here. Still full HP on that gate, as Blightveil trying to hold this fight still. Want to keep the pressure up. They still have offensive phase. It was 200 to 185, so able to still scrounge out here. Trying to back up, working here. A lot of damage inside of that layer. As the side of Feta going down. Now you have no healer. You are in danger. You need to run, Blightveil. It will be hardcore chasing them down, trying to chop some of these key targets. Lima goes down again on the clear. It has been a rough streak of games and fights for him this go. It will be in. There goes Flappy Penguin. Now it's going to be Bloom taken out. 15 seconds soon as on 20 seconds on 25 on anyone else here. This relic is in danger right now. All three alive players just beating on it instead of trying to set themselves up for the next attack phase here. It will be a Feta respawning here. We'll see how much Zaith can do. Quick spawning in moments here as they will seemingly back away here. I think they finally decided to head back for some of these objectives as they try and get ready here. Garnesk gonna hold on till Tillamook clicks. Heading back to heal, it looks like 10 minutes in. Stage of destruction officially begins here as we will be getting some buffs here, trying to just set themselves back up for success here for the side of Hardcore. Will be Clicks trying to dive in. Wants to stop this buff from going over to the side of Garnet and Hardcore. We'll see the dive in. Going to be fighting over this buff pretty heavily here. The buff going to keep progressing. Almost gets secured here in the middle of the fight. Could be dangerous to get that buff in the middle of it here, but it is going to be Vader. It's going to be Golden Dome coming down on top of it, but it's only for the self-heal here for Garnet here. Nobody else really able to benefit from it. Fight through. Stacy's going to go down first again, and now it's the same problem as last. You have no healer. A double kill for Garnet's Feta here. Going to keep the pressure up right now. Flappy Penguin, the next key target here. It's going to be pressuring in. Jumps down, and Bull comes out. Flappy Penguin trying to stay alive. Catso finds this kill. Bloom now 1v3, potentially in a game-losing position if they don't get this fight hold. It will be knocked back over toward the gate. They're taking quite a bit of damage, and Bull comes out. Vortex comes down. Bloom will go down surely here. There's so much damage against him. Barrier comes down, finds that kill. 2 seconds on the effect spawn, 30 seconds on the click spawn. He stayed alive long enough to not lose the game yet, but they're still not in a great spot. Tilom freshly into his 8th life, 2 and 7 KD right now. And trying to keep the pressure up. Worth noting interesting details in the damage. Both teams currently led in DPS by their Vaners, Zeke and Bloom. Both lead anybody else on their team either by 4K for Zeke over Pitsoka or shockingly 9K for Bloom over Tillema. So a very aggressive game. A lot of damage for Bloom. He still leads Zeke by almost 6,000 himself. So definitely just having the best individual game when it comes to damage right now. But we'll have to see if Bloom will be able to hold on here and keep this tempo up. They are down a level right now for the side of Blightveil, as it will be Hardcore keeping a lot of pressure right now, trying to secure this 2-0 losers final run here. Keep this pressure going. Zeke would do a lot of damage coming through here. Bloom kiting backwards as well. Vortex comes down. Boss is going to spawn here. Attack phase comes through, just now ending as it comes through. A lot of damage coming through the relic. 2200 HP right now for Blightveil. If that 2200 HP goes away, that is going to be it here. 1700 now, and that is a team wipe, and that is going to be it. Selka will dive in with the rest of the team, and that is a 2-0 in losers finals in favor of Hardcore. Congratulations to them, locking in at the very least 2nd place. And the other side of things, unfortunately for Blightveil, this is where their run will end, still able to make it to that 3rd place position in losers finals. A fair play to them. They had a great event here, still get 3rd out of 7, but we now have to wait for the top 2 here. Shouldn't be too long before we get the grand finals best of 5 started, but before we can get it going here, we are going to send things back over to a break here. We'll be back grand finals game 1 here soon. We are here, game number 1 between our 2 teams who have reached the pinnacle of Blightveil Gaming. Pivo currently undefeated. They swept their group 2-0. They swept Clown Fiesta 2-0. They swept Blightveil 2-0. And they are looking to sweep Hardcore 3-0. On the other side, Hardcore went undefeated in the groups, immediately got swept by Blightveil in playoffs. Then they were able to stay alive against Clown Fiesta the sweep. Then they came back, swept Blightveil on the rematch, and now they are here in the grand finals. Fight number 1. Everything is as we expected in the pregame here. As we get on into it here, we'll see who truly reigns supreme between Fist or Bratimir. Everything else remains consistent. As we get ready to go, the first fight does end up favoring this familiar side, as we do see them trying to steal away this northwest objective. They flip it neutral at the very least here. Whether they'll roll it or not is a different question. Amaro holding on here, just sending it on this Arthur here. Just gets silenced, so has to stay stable for a moment here, but we'll see if he can stay on his feet here at the very least. Knocks up comes through. Solar in a bit of danger. Unity comes through. Dispelling it is fine. They will secure here. Rune of Guardians comes through. Arthur's diving back in despite the HP. Has full faith in his supports here as he will go low. Jumps over the wall with the silence here as he gets 1 HP. Still alive. He outlives Pizzelka here. First blood goes down. Then it will be Amaral dying out here. We'll see it here. 1 kill for each. Both Arthur's dead. Almost synced on the timer as Zeke gonna find the kill onto Shiva here as they will be able to chase in here. Some nice work for them here as Garnes gonna chase forwards here, trying to work on Solar as well, featuring this fist fight as we'll see it. Solar barely able to make it back to base on the Vayner here. Gets it back to safety. 170 right now in favor of Pivo for this first offensive attack phase though, as we'll see the Rune of Guardians come out. Blinking on over. Amaral has to burn quite a bit of mana to get back to safety there, but keeps himself in a good spot here as he's going to re-engage on Zeke right now and engaging in, trying to force his kill onto Vayner, but doesn't want to chase it too deep here. Will go ahead and back away. As it will see it for the moment here, middle point to get flipped back over. Buck getting grabbed in the northeast. Zeke at the northwest point here is actually it's so quick, harassing it quite effectively. Attack phase does be as well. This is where we've seen Pivo taking things over in the past here. Shiba just hitting this base. They know nothing to be scared of at this point. This is shown Zero to come through. Waiting in the revenge stun through. They have been so consistent with finding these fights in their attack phases, and that is going to be another early gate broken down. This is easily the most aggressive team and the strongest at using these attack phases. They swept Blightveil in probably 12 in-game minutes, whereas the last set matches are averaging 12 in-game minutes here. 4k HP already done to the Relic in under 3 minutes, and if this is not the pinnacle of Blightveil, I don't know what is. This has to be one of the best teams so aggressively. They are proving themselves time and time again. Still room for a comeback. It's not over. The game isn't done, but the lead is very, very strong. So we'll wait and see what can be done about it. Attack phase ends and immediately going for a triple capture while the boss is kited into the spawn here. Garnesk trying to solo zone Vaterica off of it, but he is not scared of anything here. Shiba thinking about going for this steal. It looks like 1200 HP on the boss. Solar in the area as well. They're just going to start hitting the base, actually. They don't even care about this boss. It looks like they won't be able to steal it regardless. 5k HP on the Relic here as it will be the Brazimir jumping back to safety here. Revenge comes down. A little bit of damage here. Stance comes out. Not going to be able to get too much safety here. Could be dangerous for Inmaro here, trying to kite around, jumping in. He will get taken out. He's going to find that kill as it will be the panic midfield. Catzel trying to back away. We'll just head that, go ahead and clear out the boss here. As it will see how much damage does get taken to the tower here. It's worth noting 30 points to 15 at the moment. Favoring the dominant side in the attack phases. Yeah, again, 50% HP on that Relic could be very dangerous. The gate will get taken just under 800 HP as this goes down. We'll see exactly how far the gate will fall though with the Golden Dome coming out from Mephetsa. They're going to commit to this gate. It looks like 80 HP. They have to back away at this point. Panic comes through. Pizzelka as well. Doesn't want to overcommit for something that's not necessarily immediately needed. 190 points right now though, and again the game could be over in about 30 seconds. It's very possible here if they play aggressive with this attack phase. It's just triggering just right now. Here it goes. 5200 HP on the Relic, but it's going to get chunked down. 3700. Catzel's low HP. Garneska's Zeke is low. Everybody is low here. Solar finds the kill onto Pizzelka here. Comes out onto Garnesk. He's going to take damage. 3800 HP. It's a double kill for Solar here. The Vayner keeping the tempo up. On the Relic. Zeke trying to heal. Catzel trying to heal. 2500 HP on the Relic. 2k 1700. 5 minutes on the clock right now. One player left alive is Catzel, and he can't make it happen. The Relic kills Solar, but in just 5 minutes, game 1 of the grand final is already called for Pivo here. They're the most dominant team. They are the best users of these early attack phases, and they remain undefeated. 1-0 up in our best of 5 grand finals. We're going to send things to a break. We'll be back in a moment here. Game 2. All right, we are back. Grand finals game number 2. Ready to roll here. Pivo, they have been dominant the entire event, including game 1 of this set where they won in just over 5 minutes here. We are in and we are ready to roll. Game number 2, we'll see if things go differently. The first fights even went well last time for the side of Hardcore, but they just weren't able to hold on, and those attack phases ended up just being too aggressive on this other side. So we'll see if that can be the same problem as Garnes just gets chunked early and goes down here. Arthur fighting in And they're going to probably get a triple cap here. Sheepa already moving up. They actually already do 800 damage to the gate. Again, most of the teams we've seen today are only attacking with the attack phase and with the bosses often, not just looking for free chip damage or going super aggressive hitting just the base. They're always waiting to have the fights won and then playing into those objectives. But this team's here just focus so much on getting just the objective done. They don't need to win the fight before they hit the wall. They'll hit the wall whenever they can hit the wall, but we'll see how it goes here. Immoral does take an early tumble here in the middle of this point collection phase. Still up 130 to 50 right now. They have that top left corner still, so definitely it's still going to be pretty favored to get this first attack phase. And if you are this opposition side, you really have to be saying, what can we do to not lose the game in the first attack phase? And again, while it wasn't over last game, it was definitely a very tough challenge to get back from. Or right now in this lower corner, they're trying to stall this top left, and while the XP is nice, these games are so quick. We need to be worried about the fights, not XP. It's great. Everybody loves XP. XP is good. It's great. It's cool. But when you're losing 2 players, you're going to lose your gate for this fight now. It feels almost guaranteed here. 50 seconds left on this timer. And look at Sheepa. He's just walking in. They're getting the rejuvenation buff, and then they're going to go hit this wall. It's what they've done to walk through so many teams so far throughout this event here. 1300 HP. The players alive just now respawning. Trying to get ready here. Arthur getting up ready on this top left point. And again, that wall, it's gone. It's just going to die right now. Sheepa continuing to tank forward here. 1 HP on the wall. They will find it here. Blue team's gates are down in 2 minutes. And Sheepa taking a bit of damage to the revenge here. Trying to get some value out of the ult here. Arthur going to continue 1v3 in the backline right now. A lot of immunity to try and stay stable here. Will be about 1200 damage dealt already onto the relic with the 8 of that attack phase here. Immoral dashing away. Sheepa trying to hold the front line here, just trying to zone out for the side of them. Zeke going to take a bit of damage here, as they'll continue backing away. It's a bit of a spin dancing here, so we're going to grab the middle dot as the attack phase comes to its conclusion. Immediately going to try and get some value and start stacking up to the next one. They want to end the game with the second attack phase. It's a very consistent pattern we're seeing from them. And again, the way they're playing, abnormal compared to what the majority of teams are running, but undeniably working here. Kill comes through, the points will even up. Bottom right capture going to come through now from this side of Evo. Be the opposition towards midfield for hardcore, trying to accept that middle here from the boss. Well, fresh spawn here in the 3rd minute. We'll see the middle and top left points both a grab here, and the boss guides it all the way back into spawn. Gate is down, so plenty of time to work with it. I'm going to go grab this top right mana buff here, give 40% mana to every player on their team. Middle point is grabbed, top point is going to get grabbed up as well. The boss does die in this spawn here, so there is a nice boss bonus here for this side of hardcore. We'll see what they can do with it, though. They're down right now, down by 20, and the counts are not going in their favor right now. Enlightenment comes in. Castle trying to hold the front line. Boromir jumping into the back line. Revenge comes through with the golden dome on top of it. Really nice value here. Sheepa holding on here again. One of the big combos that we often see from them. They try and combo that Boromir ultimate, the cow charge, into something like that Revenge coming through from the Vayner, but not able to find it here as they continue working towards this next attack phase. Again, still have some mana to work with on some players, but if Immoral goes down here, this could be a really rough stagger in terms of trying to play this attacking phase. They almost want to stall the attacking phase out to try and just get Immoral back up, but bottom right point will still secure them to be attacking phase here in a moment. We'll make it as slow as realistic you can while still getting it. So not bad at them trying to fight for bottom right spot, but it's still the attacking phase. The relic going to go down 300 HP now. Feel the point a bit over the course of time, as we'll see some people backing up. Resurrection comes through for Amaro as they back into the fight here. And again, if this fight goes quickly, this could just be the end of the game too here. We'll see Revenge come through here. Not going to get too much value. Withered Blood comes down, trying to get a hold in pressure here. Zelka going to get healed back up here as Castle taking quite a bit of damage. Shane comes down here. Going to be continuing the pressure here. Zeke going to get taken quite low here. And it comes out. Castle still diving in now. The chase down. He comes down. They are escaped for the moment, but still one missing bottom right in their possession. Going to get flipped. Top left going to get flipped as well. Try and secure that max XP.
arguably, or not arguably, just is one of the lowest games they've had so far this event here for Pivo. I'm not too sure what all of the times are, of course, not tracking it stat by stat, but definitely a very long game for them. They're hoping to end the game with that second attack phase, but not able to get it. Not really even able to get any damage on it here. Just the attack instant here with some unfortunate staggers. So they will immediately recap the mid on the phase ending. They're going to get on that bottom right one as well, with Solar capping it in the middle here. Garnesk and Zeke trying to fight for the midfield objective, as it will be Arthur fighting 1v2 in the backline right now. Jumps on over the wall here, as it will be Radimir jumping into the deep here. It's going to be the Sheepa side jumping in at 2-3 here, trying to keep the pressure up. It will be the Golden Dome coming down, trying to heal everybody back up here on this side of the Pivo team here. They have it as on the side, Zeke trying to reset here, but feels really slow here. Not to get taken down here. Zeke's still low. Pizel trying to get back to base here. Zelka able to get back into spawn and start healing up a good bit. Will be a Sheepa doing some damage. Taunt comes out here, jumping in. Zeke gonna take quite a bit of damage. Top left point gets flipped over. Amaral trying to resecure all of that XP, trying to speed up this attack phase, because they know with the HPs right now, that pressure up, this could be a really tough position to try and navigate out of. Solar, quite a bit of damage backing up here, working on these ultimates. A lot of mana for almost everybody but this side of this Feta support here. Morrow backing away here, has that stacks ready, but he will get pulled in and dies. Morrow gonna get blown up here, while the attack phase will get triggered. Not too sure what more can be done alongside it here with the death of the Arthur here. Attack phase 60 seconds on that clock, will be 30 seconds for the boss on as well. So have to figure out exactly what the call is going to be right now. 45 seconds on that phase timer here, waiting for Arthur to respawn. Boss up in 15 seconds. We'll see exactly what the idea is going to be from Pivo. Radimir diving back in for the moment. That's Sheepa keeping the pressure up. Revenge comes through. Oldcast comes in. That's going to be the pow slamming in. There goes Zeke. Withered Blood comes through. A double kill for Solar. Now it's the Rune of Spikes coming out. Zelka trying to hold on, but they don't care about the fight. They just want to end the game. They want to go up 2-0. And phone comes out. Zelka trying to get back, trying to get something going, and he'll get taken out here. It's Garnesk versus 3, and that's game 2, 8 minutes and some change. Garnesk, surely nothing he can do. The attack phase will end. Unfortunately, the phases don't mean too much. 8:06, we go up 2-0, and they are proving Pivo why they are so strong here. They've now 2-0'd every opponent they've played in playoffs. They've 1-0'd all of their BO1s in the group stage, and they are one game of Blightveil away from locking in that championship of this tournament. We're going to send things back to a break. We'll be back with what may be the final game of Blightveil in the Alpha 1 tournament. We'll be back here soon. Alrighty, we are back in the side. We're just going to replay game 3, see how it goes here, get things going once again. Same comps, not going to be forcing them off of Radimir or anything of that nature again. This is a known bug going into the event. There was a emergency rush patch put out yesterday, which has, for the most part, prevented all instances of it. This is the only instance of it I've personally seen since that patch went through that prevented this bug from happening. Obviously, again, we're playing an alpha playtest, so not going to be too big of a problem, as Katzel is going to go in first to blood here, able to get a nice start onto the game. Solar, the one to find the kill on him. It will be a triple cap here once again. So again, not wasting any time resetting up the dominance that we have seen and grown to expect from this team. As we'll see Pivo try and keep the tempo up here. 80 points to 32 right now. Morrow holding on right now until the backside here. Zeke quite a bit of damage. Rune of Guardian comes through. Unity comes through. As it will be Amaro going down here. He's getting bursted out. Garnesk trying to hold on. Katzel as well, looking to back away. Hold on. Solar pulled into danger. Chain comes through. Revenge comes through. Cow comes through. They get the double stun and they execute Zeke. Standing out is Solar here as he's trying to finish off Katzel as well. Garnesk moving in. Link comes through. Katzel, the next key target here. A lot of attacks coming through to him, but they will be able to get him back to safety. Arthur dives in, dives out. Arthur jumping over. There's so much movement. We do get the attack phase started here. 1500 damage will be dealt to the relic. Amaral charging forward here, looking to just hit the wall quite a bit here. Does about 600 damage solo, now about 1000 here, as he will go into his immunity fight, going through all of his skills. will be the new Zelka here. He just can't get anything activated in time to go in on 1500 HP dealt, 2k HP dealt, dead already. Under 2 minutes in, I don't think we've seen them this quick and aggressive at all. They're looking for a sub 3-minute game here, as we'll see them charging in. Revenge coming in, not gonna get too much damage. He can fight here. Coming out now. 6,000 HP on the relic, with a lot of that being non-recoverable at this point. Blade comes through. We'll get the pull in as well with the gust after recasting. The Oscar keeping this pressure up here, but Zelka trying to chase into the backside here. Knockup comes through. It will be Garnes going down here, and again, if this fight gets taken out here, this could be a sub 3-minute game here. 4 seconds left on the attacking phase as Arthur trying to back over here, as it will be Zeke going down now. 2 players dead here. It will be Katsu trying to hold on, but Zelka trying to get back over to his base here. Viterko looking to chase him down, but he's not going to get that kill. It's going to be Katsu here, taking quite a bit of damage, trying to just hold him over away from the here. Again, this game could be over if they wanted to, but they're going to say no. We're going to play it right. We're going to play it slow. We're going to go triple cap the objectives. We're going to get the next attack phase, and then we're going to end the game on that next attack phase. So we'll see if that's going to be ends up being what's happening. I think it's definitely the intention here with the movement back over. They're going to go get the buffs. They're going to go heal all that max HP. They're going to do everything they can, with the note that Inmaro, he's having a good time, man. He's playing Arthur. He's got 92 different forms of immunity in this kit. So many skill tech you can do with this character here, as he will get taken down here, unfortunately. Runs out of the cooldowns, but Zelka finds that tag, the Arthur mirror. Left this time, Hardcore find that one. Boss live boar comes through. The spirit of Zelka finds one. Katzel goes down. Zelka barely able to get away. Has a little bit of HP left to work with. Radomir jumping back in here. Zeke gonna get taunted in, silenced in. Ozo down, tries to get over the wall. And we don't even really need the boss. If we really wanted to, we could maybe consider an end attempt. But Relic's back up to 6,500 HP. It's been time, so not going to be a call. They just want to play right. Not going to go aggressive as we would love to win now. 1,500 HP on the boss. Pitzelka looking over at it. We'll see if he can try and steal it. Trying to get ready. Revenge comes out on the other side. Gardenesque goes down. If this boss gets down, the game is over right now if they're able to secure it. Surely this will be the end. Gardenesque is dead. You have no healer. The rest of the team trying to chase it down. Pitzelka here. It will be the Arthur duel on the other side. But now we look over at the Relic. 5k HP. It takes more damage due to the fact that we're in an attack phase. 4k, 3,500, 3k, 4 minutes 15 on the clock. They're looking for a sub 430 end. The quickest game I think we've seen. 1k, 500, and that is it. They take it in a clean sweep. 3-0 the group stage, 2-0 winners, 2-0 winners finals, and 3-0, hell, almost a 4-0 here in the grand finals. And it goes to the side of Pivo. They are your Blightveil Tournament Alpha 1 champions, and they reign supreme, aggressively winning every single game, almost every game, if not every game, under 10-minute mark here. Absurd performance by the side of Pivo, and we wish congratulations to them on taking this event and all of their prizing. They will get the unique avatar border, Champion Alpha 1 title, and special roles in the Discord server. Biggest congratulations we can offer here at Cracked Media to the side of Pivo for taking tournament number 1 here in this alpha. Again, congratulations by all means to the other teams. Hardcore make their place to second. They get an epic avatar, border, contender title, and roles in the Discord. Still very well played by them. The rest of the teams, all participants, still get a title, still get something to commemorate the experience. Again, of course, biggest congratulations out of them to Blightveil making their way to that 3rd place. Clown Fiesta making their way through to 4th place. Made it into the bracket, just couldn't make it any further than that, having to face up against both finalists, Pivo in winners semis, and on to the opposition side of Hardcore in that other round. So definitely some unfortunate there, but regardless, we'll play it to the other 5 teams in our event. We thank everybody for hopping in and joining us throughout this event. I've been Colonel here with Emulated on the production. I appreciate everybody for hopping in here for the Blightveil Alpha tournament. Definitely has been a lot of fun watching some of this absolutely high-level play. But at the end of the day, the highest level of play is Pivo, as they are able to take an undefeated tournament run through the group stage and through the upper bracket bracket to shut down Hardcore in the grand finals. 3-0, they take it. Congratulations again to Pivo, and from everybody here at Cracked Media, thank you all for joining us. That has been it here for the Blightveil. Again, early game, currently in alpha, of course, in playtests. If you're interested, be sure to check it out on Steam, give it a wish list, sign up for the next playtest. Definitely keep eyes on it. Definitely has some potential, some things that we're in an alpha, right? There's always going to be more updates, more content, more characters, but for the moment, for an alpha, definitely a fun game to watch. Again, thank you everybody for joining us, and that will be it. Thank you all again, and hope to see you again next time.